And we're live. Alrighty. So, welcome back. Once again, running with a slightly abbreviated crew here. So, last time, Gar and Crikey wandered off in the woods, because they're hunters and they know what they're doing. And they didn't run into any trouble whatsoever, did they?
I came back, looking rough. Actually, I'm bleeding pretty bad. There's blood kind of pooling on the ground, coming out of me. And, I'm gonna... Hook, do you have any stim packs with you? We kind of walked away from camp without providing, ourselves with the proper accoutrements. Got hurt pretty bad. Ran into, a nasty, brood mother Ackley. Swamp Ackley, and it nearly killed both of us. So, yeah, about them stim packs, bro. You got any of those?
I got a med-aid patch and a military trauma pack. You don't look that bad, though. Come on over here. Let me... I'll try to heal you up.
Duke's,
yeah, thanks, mate.
Duke's gonna be like, I can pour some space cough syrup on that. That'll totally fix it.
That sounds pretty painful.
It's definitely sanitary, right?
That'll fix it. At the end of the last session, the Imperial Stormtroopers did a spot check and then ran into a spot of bother, is what we'll say. And then they had to leave, but they were towing with them Dane, who was trying to catch up to the party and hitched a ride with the Stormtroopers. Being a human and having some money to forward to him has helped, and that's how he's gonna have arrived. Eventually, I'll find his token. It's here somewhere.
I actually hitched a ride with stormtroopers.
Yep, sure did. And then bad things happened, and they abandoned you. They just left.
Yeah, we did kind of fuck with their transport a little bit.
Unbeknownst to them.
Yeah, it was fun.
I don't know what I did with Dane's token. We're just going to borrow this one. Image.
So I think priority number one for Crikey is getting the that crate delivered to what is it, Jed, right?
You're supposed to get it delivered to the Alderanian lady whose name is escaping me at the moment. Her farm is the delivery point, but Duke's gonna be scratching his head because he's talking to them stormtroopers, and he's gonna be like, yeah, so they're talking about all these waypoints they set up. This is where if Thodub's Greybeard were here, we'd be talking about how he's supposed to have set up a smuggling route to get you back and forth. But I'm going to interject that him and Duke have been talking, and they figured out that really the best way to do this is to have you guys take the crate separately than the car and go around the waypoint. And that there happens to be a cave system right around the spot where these guys have set up the waypoint, or the checkpoint. And he thinks that you could use the hover things on the crate and push it through the caves while the vehicle makes it through the checkpoint, and then you could bypass this. Alternately, you could try to go overland and just bribe your way through it, but if it doesn't work, it's only going to be one way to solve the problem if it doesn't work.
Oh man, so we get to do a little, what do they call that, spelunking? I love it. We'll let Gar, he likes to drive, and we've got the actual smuggler guy. He's going to be on the ship just talking to people, saying, we just got this stuff here, and the three of us are going to sneak through the caves. That's perfect, right?
Yeah, I thought you'd like this plan.
Right, last time we fucked with a cave around here there. Had a mud hole in it. So
we gotta be quiet. You could do some exploring, tell us what cool things live in the caves. Do we know what lives in caves?
All kinds of things live in caves. But you guys are wildlife types. I mean, they just took on a swamp Ackley. They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Yeah, we didn't do too good, mate. Oh, and by the way, there's a gigantic fucking raincow out there. Just as a heads up, it's huge. Probably the biggest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's scary.
Yeah,
Don't go near it.
that's big. That's a big old razor mouth. He's been around for a while. You want to steer clear of him.
So he's not going to fit in the cave?
No, he is not going to fit in that cave.
Yeah, perfect.
Alright. You guys trust this smuggler guy and guard to be on their own? They seem like they're a bit of loose cannons.
They're not going to be on their own. They're going to be with the Imperial checkpoints. We know where they are. We got this map right here. So we'll get close to them. We'll push the cart off, go through the caves. They're going to go straight to the Imperial checkpoint. And then they're going to meet up with us on the other side.
Yep, having passed through with zero contraband. It's a great plan.
So they can't take the swamp shine with them? Or is that okay?
That's okay.
The grog?
The Imperials came by and got some of that last time.
Right. Alright, so this crate, it's got repulsors on the bottom.
Yeah.
We can push it. How fast can it go?
Walking
It goes
speed.
as fast as we push? Okay.
Pretty much.
If
I've
I tie a rope around it, or around my belt, can I just tow it behind me?
Sure. I mean, it's still got mass. Hey, I put some extra stuff on it, so if you really wanted to, you could like hop up on it and do like starts like tapping it like he's like, you know, good old Bessie here. He's like, I put some extra stuff on the bottom. It's gonna make it go real good if you need it to. You could probably even ride it down a slope if you wanted, but you might want to be a little bit careful. The contents might be a little fragile.
Okay. Right. Well, I think this is pretty good. It's a good subterfuge for Gar and Argon to go fuck with the Imperials. I'm no good in caves. I mean, I can't see in the dark, but I did get some electro binoculars. Can they see in the dark?
They probably do have night vision,
okay,
but they're
yes.
still binoculars. So hey, maybe you guys want to buy some glow sticks. I got glow sticks. You want some glow sticks?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Glow rod.
Glow rod, whatever.
Better than nothing.
Glow rod versus death sticks.
Just a mix between the two. A phosphorescent cigarette.
I'm gonna go let my dogs out in the backyard. Hopefully they don't bark at everything.
Who?
Yeah, we probably should get some rope. You got some rope? Everybody says you need rope in a cave.
We got rope. You need rope? A rope for days. You're staying here.
I do have some synth rope. I also have a shovel, a glow rod. I just got that. Perfect.
Someone's obliged to say the stupid rope comment.
Dude, you never know when that rope's not going to help you. Also, can you breathe in these caves? We need like a breath mask.
Duke's gonna be like, well, I'm assuming you can breathe down there. I mean, all kinds of animals come in and out.
That's good enough for me, man.
I mean, I ain't personally ever gone down in there. Yeah, it's cave. But I hear it. He comes out on the other side.
No maps or nothing then. Damn.
Nah, you don't need any maps. You look like the adventurous types.
Right. Well, I'm gonna try to find some. Oh, you know what I can do? I'm gonna run down to the water's edge, and I'm gonna pick up a bunch of river rocks and put them in a bag, so I can use them to mark a trail, and right on the side of the cave wall, using rocks.
Very clever. I like it.
Bag of rocks.
Do you got a like crossbow or a bow? Maybe we'd be quiet in there. I got a shotgun. I feel like shotgun in an engaged cave might be bad news. Plus, they might hear us. We gotta be quiet, right?
You got melee weapons?
I mean, I might have a little something hanging around. Depending on what you're looking for.
Yeah, I don't want to have any engaged combat, but that's just me.
Oh, I got this shovel actually.
I
Just use this.
your friends were telling me you had all kinds of survival. You know, man, you got all this nifty camping gear you brought with you. I mean, man, prepared like that, you could almost start your own outpost.
Yeah, this is all for show. This is trying to get more money for our show here.
Money.
Product placement is the name of the game, and raising money so we can continue having adventures.
G'day, I'm Crikey, and let me tell you about tent. Tent is the best tent ever. You can fit 12 people in tent.
I imagine that Dane has come back with like puffy jackets for everybody, including the Wookiee. I believe the name brand on that was the Hoth Face.
Yep. We have lots of the Hoth face gear. I did draw an ever so slightly updated version of my token where he's got just the logo everywhere. He's got the 3 moons showing off for Hoth face.
Wow. Very nice. Very
Yep.
nice.
So there's lots of cold weather camping gear and gigantic puffy jackets. It's for a future adventure, but I guess I came mid-adventure to meet up with you guys.
Yeah, Duke, man, can I borrow your toolkit for a second? I'm gonna try to add this flashlight to this recon remote. Like, he got hit by that raincourt. No, what was it? A mudhorn? Yeah, and I'm gonna try to put it back together. Can I do that? Real quick,
Yeah.
please?
Go ahead. Have fun in the shop. If you guys want to, improvise some melee weapons, we could probably do that too. I just wasn't expecting you to want to do that. I mean, most hunters shoot their prey. It takes big brass ones to go in there and try to use a melee weapon against something.
My net launch is actually pretty quiet. I mean, it'll go thunk.
Are you doing a crafting check to put that thing on there? Or are you just doing?
Yes, I was opening the generator to pull up a difficulty. I assume a recon remote is very undifficult.
I mean, you're not making a recon remote. I was just gonna do an average mechanics check to duct tape it on, unless you want it integrated into it.
Then I will roll an average mechanics check.
There you go. You have flashlight on a stick.
I got a flashlight that floats behind me and points to things that I'm looking at.
There you go. So anyway, he gives you directions to this cave, and you guys are, it's your last chance to shop for anything you need to prep to go there.
I just had a thought that we kill one of these bulls, and we then drape him over the crate with his feet just dragging.
So
And we have a weekend at Bernie's thing.
Gar had brought back the bull that you guys had killed and draped it over its skin over top of it. So you could definitely have that.
Just make it look like a bull.
Mm-hmm.
Just walking our bull through the cave, guys.
Put an animatronic head on it.
Just have the feet move on the opposite. Just very stiff, like left, right.
That's a good idea. That's a lot of crafting.
Yeah, I think we're already we're going through a cave. I don't think we need a bull to go with us through a cave. Gar and Argon just left us, right? Peace out.
Yeah, I moved them off the map before I forgot, because once I packed this up, you have to meet them on the other end.
Yeah, I gotcha. He didn't even say goodbye. He keeps doing this. Gar likes to just disappear on you. Just FYI.
Yeah, I'm like, he seems like a loose cannon.
You mean like when I was talking to Duke that first time, and then you guys went person and just ran? Oh no! Then he bit the arm off of
Yeah.
Kevin,
That was not me.
and then you guys just ran after him.
That Kevin is optionally with you guys. I sent him with the other group. He's Kevin on the hook.
He can go with them.
He didn't really want to, but he also didn't want to go in the cave.
That's how he becomes like a urban legend. Have you ever heard of the Jawa with the hook inside the cave?
Yeah, he's just riding on top of a floating cart. Like everyone didn't even get off.
Right.
Just took a nap.
That's a Scooby-Doo episode.
Oh, that's Snoopy just on top of his flying cart.
Beautiful.
Duke packs you guys lunches. There you go.
Oh, thanks.
Everybody take their lunch.
Ooh, awesome.
Oh, it comes with scavenger grog.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Definitely gonna need a little bit of
That's what's in the coffee cup. All right. Good luck, guys. Hey, don't forget to write and try to get that crate to its destination on time. Be a shame if you miss the deadline.
We're trying to get there. Now we have to go on foot, though.
So the cave that he's pointed you to, for those of you looking at your PDA, happens to be the cave the Mudhorn came out of.
Oh, dicks. That's like a day and a half walk to get over here, right?
It's a little bit of a thing, but I'll let you quote unquote fast travel to it if you really want to.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys arrive at the entrance of the cave. This is a very ominous looking cave. It's dark. There's like weird noises that come out of it. There's cool air from it, so it goes real deep down. Who's going first?
Right, you guys stay pretty close behind me. I've got the crate tied to my belt, and I'm going to try to... Is it close in? Do I have to like crawl through the entrance? I mean, Mudhorn.
No, it's a pretty big entrance,
pretty big.
but it's very dark.
Just a second there, bro. Cut that thing off your waist, and let's just go exploring through a cave right now. That's your motivation. We know the Mudhorn lived in there. We know we found a Mudhorn egg in there. So now we're going to go exploring the underground to see what's in there. And 3, 2, 1.
G'day. I'm Crikey, and we're here at the entrance to a Mudhorn hidey hole. You can see from the tracks outside, this is the Mudhorn that we fought a couple days ago. And we're about to go inside and see what we can find. Maybe another scrumptious egg. So I'm going to start heading in through the entrance to the cave.
Okay.
Getting inside. It's pretty dark in here.
In the cave, give me a second. My dogs are howling at whatever's out in the backyard.
Mudhorn.
Yes, there's a mudhorn in my backyard.
It eats nuts and lives in trees.
I really hope this works since I didn't remember to test this before. Oh, none of my blockers came in. That's fine. That's not too big.
Alright. Hopefully they fall asleep soon.
Alright, Crikey, you the cave widens out and you find this worn almost game path. Like the ground is made of stones that have been smooth from running water, and it's kind of damp. And there's been a lot of traffic in and out of the cave. But it eventually narrows down to the point where you'd have to move single file, and the Mudhorn blatantly didn't come this deep into this cave. It's cool, and it's dark, and the light of your flashlight only seems to illuminate a few feet in front of you.
I'm gonna keep looking back to the camera like a Blair Witch kid. It's so dark in here. No. Right, so I'm gonna start moving. Am I alone in here? Where did my friends go? Hook, hello? Guys? Hook! You out there?
Polo.
It's really scared. It didn't say Marco. No, there you go. Hey.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure you guys were keeping close. I found this tunnel over here. Looks like there's been a bunch of shit through here, but nothing big enough to, wasn't a Mudhorn. So things our size we can deal with a little bit better. I'm gonna keep going down.
Yeah.
You guys keep close.
Want to give me a survival check on the shape of the hole that you're climbing through?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe a xenology?
That'll work too.
All right. Is 2 purple check?
Yep.
All right.
Ooh,
Whatever came through
look
here.
at that. You know all about it. So you've seen this before. It's a triumph. There's a large thing called a duracrete worm that tends to eat stone, and it's a family of different size slugs. Some of them are real big enough to eat starships, and some of them are as small as your fingers. But the way that this path has been, you're walking through duracrete worm droppings. Like, that's why all the smooth stones are. And the shape of the tunnel indicates that it's probably at least Wookiee-sized.
Oh, shit.
Literally.
Do you want me to?
I don't want to alarm you, but if you are not into worms, we should probably head back. Anybody got any problems with worms? Specifically a duracrete worm? I think this is duracrete worm shit that we're stepping in.
No, man. These are just like beautiful, smooth stones.
It's fascinating, that's for sure.
Oh, you got a bag of stones. What are you doing with those?
So I didn't want to get lost. I'm gonna go ahead and you reminded me. We're gonna put some stones down. I'm gonna put 2 stones side by side, so it's definitely not a natural formation of stones. Maybe stack them on top of each other. You guys watch out of this stack. It'll just it'll tell us how to get back if we need to. But I'm dead serious. These duracrete worms, they're pretty mean. They got eyes and they got sensory tentacles near their mouth, kind of like a catfish. Don't get bit. Just letting you know.
Yeah, that sounds good. Duracrete worms. Awesome. Let's keep going.
And
Apparently they're called duracrete slugs. I'm bad GM. Same difference though.
do they have any weaknesses? Easy way to take them down, or just
I mean, like, shoot it?
all right? Yeah, I know I asked a kind of dumb question, but fair enough.
I mean, they're made of silica, so I don't know if you can put salt on them, you know?
Yeah, my plan right now is some scavenger grog and then a blaster.
Wow!
Oh, went too fast. This is
Look out, you
slippery.
drunk asshole! You drive that car better, okay? Jeez. We're either gonna get eaten by worms or crushed by the fucking crate. Easy, easy. I thought we were trying to be quiet. I'm gonna head up here and I'm gonna look both ways. It's like a intersection, right?
Where did my GM crate go? Did that not come in here? Oh crap.
This red crate over here?
No. It's on the map. It's supposed to have spawned in. But it threw a bunch of errors when it came in, and I think we lost the thing with all of the map's pieces in it. So, God damn it.
Oops.
What the shit? It was right here. Okay, so that's going to be problematic. Talk amongst yourselves for a second while I improvise.
Yeah, sorry, man. That crate was just coming down real quick. Sometimes you push it and it just goes real fast. Other times you push it and it's real heavy.
We should put brakes on it or something.
Yeah, how do you brake like floating stuff though? That's what we thought you were the brakes.
Well, I could have been, but I'm looking at this worm poop, and there's there organic stuff in here. It's not just like normally these things eat, rocks, but look at this little organic stuff in here. Means it's been eating more than rocks.
It's like somebody who's just in its rock path and it didn't know to stop. I'm gonna spin around real quick. Oh no, it didn't find me. I think we're okay. Do we gotta watch like the ceiling is gonna come from above us?
It can.
Yeah.
So you guys come to a crossroads. You listening carefully down the different paths available to you. There's definitely there's definitely the sound of wildlife in the tunnels with you. So there's definitely things that are alive down here. Hissing and creaking. You guys are going to choose a path, and if you would like to give me any perception, survival, or xenology checks to try to decide which way you want to go, you just let me know.
Yeah, I get pretty good hearing. I'm gonna listen real close to one of the paths.
I want to smell for fresh air. Fresher air.
Is that 2 purple perception?
I was hoping you'd pick a path, not just say I want to listen. I mean, you can try to do it more generally if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna listen to the one on the left. Nope, that's the right. I'm looking at it the wrong way.
Have you been drinking for reals?
No. It's just at the bottom of the map. This one.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry, gotta make it through. Oh, it's real tight here.
That's all right. You go ahead. Don't fight, because I'm going to be sniffing.
Is that 2 purples for that side?
Yep. And it's the same 2 purples for smelling for fresh air.
Good.
Okay. Down this right-hand path, you hear purring. Kitty cat. Nope.
You farted. I told you not to fight, and you go ahead and fight.
Yeah, but there's a kitty cat down this one. Like,
you can't smell over the gore that's on the crate, which has started to rot, and there's like flies and shit coming off of it now because it's been a few days of gore sitting on this crate. One of those flies straight up your nostril.
Which way was he looking? Were you looking down this path or the one that I pinged a few more times?
What? The one who was listening for the purring? That was down the right-hand path.
Yeah, I heard that one, but was Craig...
I was sniffing for fresh air.
And he failed.
I wanted to know which path had best air.
Oh, okay.
I failed.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look for tracks to see which side's been walked on a little bit more between the left or the right from this side.
You just want to see which one has more traffic. Okay.
Which one's been more down the most?
Give me a survival check. 2 purples.
Apparently, I can't tell.
You very distinctly can tell that no humans have walked through here.
Alright, so which way do we go? You heard purring down that way. That means we shouldn't go down that way.
yeah, but that means that you can live down that way. That's a good thing. Let's go right this way. Unless we can flip a coin.
Sure.
That's the best survival strategy, right?
Yeah, why not?
Isn't it? If you're in a maze, you should always go left, right? Or is it right, right,
Left, right, and then right.
left?
That's a lot of
You always stay
directions.
left.
Do we want to roll this chance die? Red right, blue left. Red right.
Sure, go ahead.
All right.
Left.
Left it is. Sometimes you just
Alright.
gotta let
If you,
them.
if
Or
you don't
right.
want to go ahead of us, I'll go first.
So
You get that crate.
that crate is kind of like still blocking the whole tunnel. And as you guys are trying to shimmy it through, this is Cruz is on the right side. He's trying to push this thing through, and he hears breathing like right behind him.
And it's covered in gore and everything. Is this a quick perception got to turn around?
Yeah, this is at the moment it's somewhat narrative. You hear the breathing right behind you.
Yeah, I know I'm not supposed to shoot a shotgun in a cave underground. I've got a knife. I'm gonna whip around real fast and knife out in front of me, see what it is.
There is this creature it's cat-like and sneaking up on you and is blatantly about to pounce. And as soon as you turn around, it springs its trap, claws and teeth headed your way.
Yeah, I'm going to fall straight to the ground and try to slide underneath the grate.
Give me a coordination check. Make that a 2 purple coordination check.
The repulsors liquefy your insides.
All right. So you drop to the ground. You start shimmying underneath this thing like a kid hiding under the bed from the monsters, and slip out the. You end up popping out the other side. It just barely misses. Like you can see it with its claws and teeth trying to snap onto your feet, and it does grab a hold of some of the hide wrapped around the crate and starts like tugging at it like it's an animal.
Yeah, kitty cat's attacking us. Well, we gotta pull
no,
it
you
hard.
know. I'm gonna grab the other end of the crate and start yanking backwards. I'm gonna say, "Bad kitty, bad."
Making all sorts of round noises, and it's pulling at the crate. And it's like now it's like looking over, seeing if it can get over top of the crate. It tentatively tries to put a paw on it, like it's trying to climb over top of it. But of course, 'cause it's on repulsors, it slips out from underneath it, which spooks it a little bit.
Right, we gonna kill this cat or what? Dead?
It's going to keep following us, or maybe we can just give it some food. Let's cut off some of the hide. No, that's the part that's hiding it. Who's got? We've got our meat scavenger barbecue. I'm gonna cut open my.
It's not gonna go away.
Yeah, it's gonna stick with us if we feed it. Maybe. I will try to. Do I have an angle here to throw the scavenger barbecue back down this path to see if it'll chase it?
You can try to hop on top of the target crate and chuck it down there.
Yeah, that seems like a semi-reasonable thing to do.
Sure. Give me 1 red, 1 purple coordination check. Dane hops up on here like, I know what to do.
I'm gonna throw my meat down the hallway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like throwing a hot dog down the hallway.
I knew someone was going to make that joke. Oh my god, yes!
Oh no.
Dane jumps up there. He's like, I know what to do, guys! And he reels back to throw, and the cat jumps up and sinks its teeth. Like, it takes the scavenger barbecue and his hand and pretty much his whole arm up to the elbow and drags Dane kicking and screaming down the tunnel. It's like, ah! And then, Dane's going down the tunnel. Crikey and Hookers look at each other and look down the dark tunnel.
Crocky looks at Hook and says, shit, he's actually on the payroll. We have to go get him.
Let's go, man.
All right, so I'm gonna really cool cop movie like slide across the top of the crate like it's the hood of the car, and then I'm gonna run down the corridor after the cat.
As you're running down the corridor, you come across Dane's dropped flashlight, which I imagine was in his other arm. And Dane, it's dark. You can't really see. This thing has bit you in the arm really badly. Like it's basically swallowed half your arm. What are you gonna do? Like you can hear your buddies coming down the tunnel behind you. This thing is dragging you as fast as it can down to the dark end of this tunnel.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some loud, or try to be loud. It's like, hey, we're already not gonna be quiet. Go ahead and just blast this thing to smithereens.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say scream like a girl.
I say that.
Kill it! Please!
It's like, come on, Craigie, save me, buddy.
Save them! Hurt me!
Yeah.
My arm's fucked up.
All
I'll
right.
be real careful not to shoot him in the arm.
All right, so you shine your light down the tunnel. You get a brief glimpse of this thing. This is going to be a pretty difficult shot. So I'm going to give you 2 blacks. It's going to be a 1 red check. You're going to get 1 shot, and then it's going to get to go.
Oh, buddy, this is not good.
I sure hope like, oh, you don't blast me to smithereens.
2 blacks, 1 red. Oops. Don't listen to that.
It's a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie. And then this is my ranged heavy, so 2 yellows and 2 greens. It might come out okay. I got robbed. 1 success, 1 threat.
All right.
It almost was a triumph.
How much damage is that?
For this thing, I think that's 12. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Because I don't have any of my creature stuff anymore.
I'm sorry,
Just
it's
such a-
13 if it matters.
It actually does matter if I use these stats.
Okay. It would be 13.
If you happen to go back and watch the stream, you're going to see that's a very fortuitous change. So, you pull the trigger, and you hit this thing right above where Dane's hand is. You don't hit Dane, and this thing slumps to the ground.
Right, that's why you bring a hunter to come help you guys. Did you see that? That thing was lightning quick. I'm gonna start looking around for more. Usually they travel in packs.
He gets to say all of that, and you can still hear the echoes of that bowcaster shot.
Mop.
Yeah, these echoes are better than my arm being gone. That's for sure.
Your arm's going to need a little first aid.
Yeah, did I actually take any damage from that?
Sorry, I'm still sneezing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Its bite is venomous, for starters.
Oh, I ain't sucking the poison out.
I'm gonna have to take a break so I can go, like, blow my nose or something. I'm sorry, guys. It's damage 5, pierce 2.
Oh boy.
Be right back.
Hey, you get a band-aid or something you can slap on his arm?
Dude, we should have gotten some more stim packs from Dukes.
You have the money, mate. I don't have any money. I was trying to suggest that, but
We forgot to buy stuff. We do. Like, we could have bought it. I got this medical trauma pack. That'll definitely clear him up. Can you hold your light real still? We're gonna put him with the cat. He's got to lay on top of this. This is like almost surgery.
So we use the cat as a pillow, and we lay Dane's head up on the cat. Get your arm elevated, friend, and we'll apply a tourniquet so that the poison doesn't get too far in your bloodstream. treating this like a rattlesnake bite. I hope you live through this.
Wow. First encounter.
Yeah, I mean, we. I can't believe it just jumped and got your arm.
Yeah, I thought for sure I could throw some meat past it and it would just chase the meat, but I think it was lightning quick. I may have fallen when I was trying to throw it.
Here comes the meat. Why did you scream that?
Again, this is a lot more out of my element. I like some very simple outdoor stuff where the most I have to deal with is a rabbit, as opposed to these gigantic cats.
I mean, it's not gigantic. It's like a regular cat size. That may be a big cat.
Bro, it's no house cat.
Regular cat that was big enough to yank my arm and pull me down. Yeesh.
Right, sorry
I'm
about that.
glad that.
How much?
So we're gonna do first aid on Dane and try to keep him alive.
That would be nice. Sorry, I had to blow my nose, man. I was sneezing like crazy. So how much damage did he actually take? It's pierced to 5 damage.
Yeah, I've got 3 soaks, so it's 4 total damage out of my 12 wound.
Okay. There were a couple more of those things deeper down the tunnel. You guys would have heard them, but you wouldn't have seen them. I don't know if you wanted to pursue any of that. They're not going to come out there after the sound of that bowcaster, though. You definitely scared the wildlife.
Yeah, I'm Alpha, big dog, top hunter.
Yeah. So we've got Dane resting his head on the kitty cat carcass, and I've got a military trauma pack reading the directions. He's also got his arms in a tourniquet, and I'm looking at the directions to say, here's how to remove some venom, and it's got this cool anti-venom tablet.
Okay.
That's a 2 purple medicine check.
You make that a 1 purple medicine check. I'm so happy with how well that's done. I'm gonna give you some bonus.
The dice are going to take that bonus away and just laugh at us. I do have a medi patch. So that's 1
2
success and 2 stress.
And the venom is all taken care of, but he's not going to get too much, in the way of hit points back.
All right, I'll take that.
So it's also really tight confines. I probably should have given you a setback dice for that, but considering how it turns out, I'm not going to push that. But I do want to reiterate that these tunnels are relatively tight. So moving around while you're doing first aid is really difficult. And you realize that if it were Crikey that were wounded instead of Dane, because he's so much bigger, it'd probably be a lot harder for 2 of you to be in the same spot to do the first aid.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So, I think we were gonna go this way, right, friends?
The blue dice was left.
Oh, it's this way.
Yeah.
Okay. You lay up there, Dane. I'm gonna tie this thing back around my waist. I'll start towing you this way. No need to flip out.
Okay.
And you hit a stalactite that was hanging from the ceiling.
There aren't that many of those in this part of the tunnel. As you move out and you get further along, these are all definitely made by Duracrete slugs. You don't know how fresh these tunnels are, but they're definitely made. These tunnels are made by that, and then it looks like water and erosion has widened them in certain spots, so sometimes they get bigger. As you come up to this next crossroads, I'm assuming you stop to listen or you shine lights down?
Yeah. I'm gonna listen and smell first. You need a perception check?
I do.
Is it 2 purple?
Yes.
I guess as he's listening down one, I'll listen down the other.
I got a 1-2.
Okay. So you guys are only really at this left-hand path, but I'll let you make multiple rolls to listen and, receive. Just see if anyone does any better than a 1-2.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
Perception, just Or can I survival to see if there's any footprints?
You can survival if you would like to look for footprints.
I'll survival it up.
I heard something.
Yeah, you did.
I noticed something with the footprints.
So everybody succeeded. So, man, it's really annoying that my little box didn't make it because I had organized everything out so good. So, there's definitely... So first off, there's like a squelching noise. Crikey can smell... God, how do you describe this? It's the smell that animals make when they give birth. It's not exceptionally pleasant. There's a lot of blood. And there's a squelching noise coming from down there. But at the same time, Crikey, who is very familiar with the smell of blood, it doesn't smell quite right. Almost like it's not a mammal, or maybe it's more of an insect's ichor than an actual blood.
I don't like anything about that.
Blue Cruz, who has rolled a triumph, accidentally sends his camera drone in, and it zips down the tunnel before he realizes what it's done, goes inside, and there's these pulsing egg sacs. And there's a light, like, filtering in from above. This tunnel this part of this little cavern area that's come out has, like, temporary water erosion has made almost a path for light and water to get in from the surface. Air is also coming in through here. But it's like a vertical shaft.
I show everybody the footage of that as we actually no, I had to toss it up because we're single file. But yeah, I don't like this. Is that an egg? What is that?
Right, that's it. I smell some nasty shit, and I hear some squelching, and I'm not particularly interested in anything that squelches and smells like that. What do you see in your camera?
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of eggs and maybe an exit, but it's like straight up. I can definitely see light.
Well, we can't get the crate straight up.
We definitely cannot do that, though.
Right, well, you want to keep going then? Just be real quiet as we walk on by. That camera idea, really good idea. You want to maybe scout out ahead?
Yeah, the
Anything?
last time that happened, it got crushed by Mudhorn.
Yeah.
Well, it's either the camera gets crushed by a Mudhorn or we get crushed by a Mudhorn.
Yeah, Mudhorns don't fit in these small things. We're still going one at a time. You want to shoot it down the next alley?
Right. Yeah. Check this one out.
So you guys come to another intersection. And assuming you stop, listen, or are you just going to send the camera drone first?
I'm going to stop and listen while he's doing the drone.
Okay. Which way is the drone going, and which way are you listening to? Give me your two purple perception checks.
So I guess I'm listening this way.
Still perception check, not a leadership to tell my droid to go down there.
I got a 1-1.
I got a 1-1.
All right. So for first Crikey, there's the sound of crackling and slithering coming from down that tunnel, and it's pretty prominent. It's not like a faint sound. The drone rolls into a cavern with another one of those shafts from above. So there's a little bit of light here. There appears to be fungus growing on the ground. Rolled 1 threat. So you're going to see like a shifting bit of movement, but you're not going to see anything distinctive. You're not going to see anything definitive, I should say.
No, there's light down this tunnel. But something moved. Yeah, sorry.
There's something huge down this way. It's very, very loud. I don't know enough about caves to try to figure out if this is the right way to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 stones down. Mark our path.
Yeah, so we're headed down towards the light. It looks like there's like some mushrooms on the ground and but something moved a little bit, maybe. I think that's what I saw. But it looks bigger.
There's light down that way.
Like that way, or we could turn around.
What do you think, Dane?
Yeah, I definitely don't like the idea of the slither and crackling side. The light side, it seems like it might be a little bit more promising. We can keep going. Yeah, I think going back towards the light is better than going back towards where the rest of the cats were.
Right, so we're gonna take a right.
Yep, I'm all for going down towards this way.
All right, I'll take the lead. You follow in, pretty close.
Crikey, you come to a little entrance of a cave that widens out significantly. You could probably fit the whole sail barge in this room. And on the other end of it, there's like a drop, like where this edge of it is. There's a drop down to a massive cavern, and the closer you get, the more you hear the loud crashing of water. You look over the edge, and there's this giant cavern with a waterfall and these plants that glow purple. But the drop off the edge of this thing is, like, no kidding, 40, 50 feet down into this cavern. So, like, you can, where the stone tiles are, you can step. That's the room, but off this edge is like a sheer drop.
Right. It's beautiful over here, guys. It's really, really something. Look at this room. There's a waterfall in here.
Oh. This is definitely awesome.
You ever seen purple plants like this?
No.
Alright, cool.
Like floating out there? Or are they on the ground 40 feet below us?
Sorry, there's a little bit of background noise from Kizik. What was that?
The purple glowing plants, are they floating? Or are they on the ground 40 feet below us?
No, they're on the ground at like the base of this water. They're definitely, this water is causing them to grow here, and they are fluorescent. So, everyone give me a perception check. 1 red, 1 purple.
I slipped. But I see it.
Oh no. I got a 3-1. You got a despair. Jesus.
First red of the night. Nope, second red of the night.
Okay. So, you guys all like wow and looking at the thing, and you guys are like talking amongst each other, because I mean, this is the most beautiful thing you've seen so far. No one has really looked up as a desk-sized spider zips down on a little piece of web. It's a little bit bigger than Hookeru's head, and it grabs him with its front pincers on the head and digs its little front tines directly into his skull and starts pumping venom into it, and tries to pull Hookeru's up, but he's too heavy, and it can't seem to like get its web. It can't. The thread is not strong enough. but it's trying to pull him up into the ceiling. When you look up and you see that there's about a half dozen of these things on webs that are slowly spinning their way down from the cave ceiling.
Fuck, shit.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Can I shotgun right over top of my head into its face?
There you go. Use that shotgun.
Sure. So its attack, by the way, is burn 3, damage 5. Burn, I guess, is what we're going to use for the venom. I'm going to give you 2 setbacks, and it's going to be 1. Ooh, you're definitely engaged with it because it's fighting you, and that's a heavy range weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be 1 red and 3 purples. Are you sure you want to do that?
I said that I wanted to do it. I don't want to do it, but I said to do it. Well, with 2 setbacks too?
Yeah.
Man, Shahokris blows his head off.
It could have gone worse.
I miss. I didn't hit my buddies.
That could have gone way worse. Dane and Crikey. The other spiders are winding their way down into the tunnel. Here's how I'm going to do it. Another one drops down. Now one of you gets to go.
I'm gonna shoot the one that just dropped down.
Okay.
So, like, I'm, tracking it as it's coming down from the ceiling on its web. And as soon as it hits the ground, I'm gonna pull the trigger.
Okay, dokie. It should be a 1 red check.
Can I get a boost from aiming and not moving?
Yeah, you can, as long as you got a maneuver to spend on aiming, you can do that.
One, 2.
Oh wow, these things are way beefier than I thought they were. 6 is going to be a lot. How much damage is that?
That's 13 damage. And let me see if it crit. No, didn't crit.
Freaking tabletop simulator. Thing worked earlier today. Sorry, I'm looking something up on Google. Ah, that's much better. Let's use these guys. Okay, so you said you did 13?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you blow that one away.
Nice.
That one's just blasted. Alright, one more drops to the ground, over here on the edge. It was trying to swing for Dane, but it missed him.
Wait, am I inspired by how quickly and decisively Crikey destroyed that one off, and as I'm ready to take my much less powerful blaster and shoot it?
Yes? What do you want for your inspired thing?
Well, he got 2 advantage. Am I allowed to take that 2 advantage and use it as an extra boost?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
I guess my light ranged is 1 green, 1 yellow, and I'm taking my whole turn to aim. Oh, motherfucker!
Congratulations, Kizik. I believe you've passed at least part of your curse.
Wow.
What the actual fuck?
Okay. there's a loud crashing noise in the tunnel as the sound of the bowcaster is reverberated through, and it sounds like down the tunnel behind you there may have been a minor cave-in or something, and there's a howling noise. And that seems to agitate the spiders significantly. And 2 more drop down into the room. Okay.
Sorry, so the cave-in was like here?
You can't see it,
Okay.
but you can hear and feel it. And it felt like it came from somewhat in the direction you came from.
Cracking.
Now, Spidey's turn. I'm going to divide them into 2 minion groups. So they're going to get 2 turns. They're going to lose their venomous quality because I'm going to use a different stat card for them. Because the other stat card was just, there were too many for that. Okay, let's go ahead and do their rolls real quick. So the first one is the one that is on Hukru's head. It is going to continue attacking. That's weird. Those dice are back and I had deleted those. I wonder if I loaded an incorrect save. Maybe that's why I lost my thing. Okay, so there's 3 in each group. That and that. Do you have any melee defense?
I have 1 melee defense.
Excellent. I was going to say screaming like a girl doesn't count, but that's, you know.
I shot a shotgun over my head.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that's 6 damage. No critical. And, it doesn't have any pierce. So. And minion group 2. The rest of the spiders are going to drop down, surrounding Dane, getting ready for their Dane sandwich.
That from minions.
Yeah. You rolled the despair. It's only fair. Alright. Crikey. No, Hukru's went first. Actually, it's all the players can go, and then the baddies will go again.
Get him hooked.
Someone get this thing off of my head! So I'm still like fighting through. Oh no, it's burn 3. Am I still poisoned?
Don't worry about the burn thing. I switched stat cards because the card I had, because I didn't. Yeah, you guys would definitely have been wiped.
Yeah. I know I missed him on my head, and I have enough wits about me. I'm going to shoot the one that's right in front of me, about to jump into my chest.
Okay.
I'll get the one on your head.
Yeah, it'll be good. 1 red, 2 blacks.
There's enough light in here that you don't have to take the 2 blacks.
1 black because there's a spider on my head.
Sure.
It's like no blacks. You're like, yes, a black.
It's a karma thing. He doesn't want that to spare. Okay. Is 3 advantage a critical for you?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. How much damage did you do?
6. I did 9 damage. That's also blast activates, so I got blast 3.
Okay, which one did you shoot?
This one.
Okay. So you kill that one, and you hurt that one. Alright. Who's next?
I'll get the one off of Hooker's head.
Okay.
I'm gonna blast at its like thorax. It's hanging upside down, right? And it's on him.
Yeah, it's trying to. It's been trying to pull him into the ceiling. It's actually slipped partially off of his head at this point, but it did bite him pretty good. It's kind of like shooting an apple off his head.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So is Hooker's, apparently.
Okay, buddy. So it's still 1 red.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Is that a critical for you?
It is, and
Okay.
then some.
Would you like to get 2 of them?
Yes, please.
Okay. Which 2? Other than the one on his head is obviously 1. Oh, I know how to. You shoot the one in the head. This one isn't completely hit the ground yet, and you just catch it through the line like it's the same bullet, and you catch this one too.
Excellent. I think it's Dane's turn.
It is.
All right. As
You-
opposed to shooting at all of these spiders, I cower and try to hide. Use the crate here as a shield between me and the spiders.
You deploy run like a girl. Got it.
Yes.
That's not fair to girls, actually.
I deploy. Try not to shit myself.
Yeah.
Look at
Win.
this beautiful kitty cat.
Yes.
You throw the cat corpse into the spiders.
Yeah. I throw the cat corpse there, and I do my best to hide behind this gigantic crate, thinking that that's an actual shield.
Imagine he Scooby Doo's it. He's like hiding behind it, all Shaggy style, like he's with his legs shaking, but it's a hover crate, so it just like floats out of the way.
Oh yeah, he's not paying attention to it yet.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I was gonna steady it with one hand.
It goes off the edge.
So it can't go off that edge. The only open edge is this side over here.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought about putting walls in for this thing, but when I tried to do it, it was so cluttered and so hard to move the tokens that I basically was like, I'm just going to tell them where the edges are.
Yeah.
I think it looks much better like this, too. I mean, this is one of the prettier maps I've made in a while.
Nice.
Anyway, okay, Spidey's turn. So, Spidey Group 1, which is the only one that still has all of its Spideys, I think. Yeah. It's going to try to climb over the thing and attack Dane. You can't run away. I'm going to give you extra setback for the thing being in the way. So they do fail to get to you. They're not that bright. Now I got to change the check because the other guy only has one guy left in his group. And he's going to go after Crikey. Crikey, do you have any melee defense?
No, I do not.
Oh. Yeah. Alright, well, he's not going to do much to you either. But this guy basically runs this way and tries to hit you with his front talons. Fails miserably to do anything effective. A giant howling noise coming from the direction of the avalanche. Top of the round.
The one with his pincers up about to pinch Crikey gets a surprise shotgun in its side.
Nice.
Does it, though?
He might.
It's one red.
He does, and takes 8 damage.
8 damage, blast, what?
Blast 3.
Okay. It's just enough. Okay, so splat. That one barely gets taken down. Alright. Who's next?
Do I have an angle over top of this crate to be able to shoot any of these spiders?
Sure. You want to stick your arm out there and open fire with your pistol? You can do that.
Yep. I would like to do that. I guess I'll take my boost off. It's 1 red.
Did he shoot underneath the crate? Like,
Yeah, absolutely could. You can shoot underneath it, over top it, around the side. Stick your arm underneath your leg and shoot from your crotch. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna duck down and shoot under the crate.
That's a good idea. You should do that.
Wyatt fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if I can get a third to spare.
I'm sure you can if you really want to. You can be whatever you want to be when you grow up.
Is this maneuver of reaching under and shooting under the crate, is it small enough where I can get a boost for aiming?
You can, as long as you have a maneuver you can aim.
Okay, all right, I'm doing that.
How'd you like to spend your 2 advantage?
As it's going to be a boost for Crikey, but I guess effectively suppressing fire. Somehow these the 3 spiders I'm shooting at are a little bit more easily hittable for Crikey.
So Dane sticks his arm underneath this thing and starts pulling the trigger wildly, and it's really cool looking, except for Hookroos when he looks over to be like, yeah, Dane. He realizes Dane's eyes are like clenched shut, and he's just pulling the trigger, going, ah!
Yeah,
Suppressing fire!
Yeah, it's in the neighborhood of suppressing fire, and it just happens to line the spiders up so Crikey gets a better shot.
All right, Crikey,
Right, so-
take your boost and kill things.
Yep, I'll take his advantage, and then I've been aiming this whole round and not moving. So my roll, 2 success, 5 advantage. So that's a crit, and it's also 14 damage.
That's 2 of them. So you plow through these 2, single shot. And this last one is the only one left, but it's pretty dumb, so it's still going to try to attack. And it is going to go after Crikey. And it is going to fail.
I got biggest spiders in my bathtub back home.
So it is back to the player's round. There is the sound of a thump, 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 thump coming from the direction down the tunnel of the of where the avalanche sound or the cave-in sound came from. Yeah.
Oh, it's basically back behind me.
Yeah.
Oh, great. What do you guys think that is?
I don't
I
know.
don't know, Dane, check that out.
I think it's a Lincoln with 2 12s in the thump, thump, thump trunk.
Yeah, as I hear the thump, 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 I rotate the crate around so the crate's between me and the more dangerous thing.
All right, let me roll to see if you get bit in the ass. Yeah, you better hope this thing doesn't live through this turn. Who's going to finish this last spider off?
I'll take a shot. Nope.
Who's next? If this thing gets a turn, it is biting Dane in the ass.
I'm coming over here and I'm gonna blast it. So I did move, so I'll lose that boost, but I'll take a boost from
Oh, you can move fast. Watch out, there he is.
There you go.
Another crit,
It's dead.
and 15.
It's in Gibbs.
It's 16, but yes.
Yeah. Do we want to, like, real quickly before this thing jumps out, get close to the edge and try to flip it over the edge? Or are we just going to run away from it? Eat some spiders.
I want to check to make sure this is still a valuable exit that we could use.
Yes.
It's dark. It's dark down there. I mean, it's impossible to tell more than 2 tiles away.
Right. But there was the cave-in in this tunnel, or was it in this tunnel?
I think this tunnel is the one where it sounded like it was caving.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell because you're in a cave, but you think it came from this tunnel.
All right. So I guess what I would like to do is go over here and then try to feel air. Is there air coming down that tunnel? Is this a way that air is moving?
Give me a perception check.
Difficulty?
2 purple.
Right.
You have no idea. Everything's real stagnant. It's because the crashing water and the air from this side of the cavern is just so intense. It's impossible to tell.
Good, it's in biosphere here. Right, guys. I think this is the only way we can go. But if you guys want to wait and see what's crunching through that tunnel, by all means.
I'm good to continue moving away from the thump, thump, thump.
Do I have to grab the crate then?
I was gonna. It's small enough to where I can at least maneuver and carry it behind me, right?
Yeah, no, it's just overcoming inertia. You don't have to lift it because of the repulsors. So it's kind of like pushing. It's kind of like pushing a heavily laden shopping cart.
Okay, that's.
Or a pallet jack. Actually, a pallet jack is a much better analogy.
That's what I was expecting, and figured that it's not something that Crikey needs to pull because he's much more built than I am. Yeah, I figured I'm competent enough to be able to pull that behind me.
Just so you know, it does have considerable mass, so if you start getting it up to speed and Crikey's, say, in front of you and you can't stop it, it will run him over.
Okay, I'm
Just like a real pallet jack.
okay. I'm gonna claim that I am moving it at a slow enough speed to where I still have control of it, but however much oh shit juice you want to put into me to make me have a check.
Mhm.
Since
It'll depend on the situation, but I just wanted to make sure you were aware so you made good decisions.
yes, I'd like to think I have some amount of composure, and I'm like, nope, I'm getting out of there. Don't want to see what's coming.
Okay. You guys are able to make it to the next intersection without running into anything. The sound of the thumping behind you has ceased.
It likes to eat spiders.
Or the kitty cat we left it.
Oh shit! The cat fell off. Damn.
So
dang through.
So somebody threw it at the spiders.
Yeah, I was scared. I threw it at spiders.
Well, I was trying to give him an out. He could have been like, "Yeah, it fell off." Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know how my one shot went as horribly as it did. Oh. Now that we're in a slight moment of calm, Hooks, do you want to take any extra video of that awesome waterfall in there? I'm sure it'll make some great video.
We gotta send it back in there. That's what I was doing when the spider bit my face off.
Yeah.
Not
So-
my face, like hit me in the back of the neck.
So, Hookers has these perfectly symmetrical bite marks on his head that look like horns are growing in.
Ooh.
And they are oozing pus.
Ooh. Do you want me to try to do some sort of first aid on you, buddy?
I mean, we got the military trauma pack that worked pretty good on you. I don't know if I could do that on myself. Also, I'm starting to taste the color purple.
Lay you down on the crate.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we
that's
have room to work on you.
I wish I had a kitty cat pillow like before.
Jesus.
All right.
Jesus, that kitty cat pillow is not all that comfortable. Yeah, I guess I figure I'm smart enough to read the instructions and be able to do that.
Do you have any ranks in medicine?
I don't. I'm pretty sure I don't.
I'm pretty sure the trauma pack allows you to make the check. It counts as having the right tool for the job, so you don't take any penalties. But I don't think it gives you any bonuses either. Could be wrong.
It does not. I also used the med pack on you, so.
I have 2 greens for it, so I think you might be better than me.
Yeah. Yep. I've got the 3 greens.
I mean, help him out at least. Thanks. Hold my hand. Tell me stories of how it's not that bad.
When I was a little Wookiee,
Difficulty 2 purples.
Yeah, I think it's 2 purples.
All right, so it's 3 greens and I get a boost.
Think of how cool it's going to be to have horns.
you know that Shrey Wook, he's got 150 words for wood, but no word for artist? Do you know that? Trying to distract you.
I actually rolled decently well this time.
Oh, bro, that's terrible. Like, Biff, they're all about artists.
I'm not trying to distract you, mate. You need... Oh, no, wait. I am trying to distract you.
Wait, what?
I'm so confused because I'm not an artist.
He said, wait, what? As Dane sticks a needle directly into one of the pustules.
Art can take many forms. Alright, well, let's to 2 success, 3 advantage.
He's draining this pus.
And you get back
Nice.
two hit points.
Nice work.
Great stories there.
Yeah, we gotta watch out for. Hey, you give me a push on this while I recover just a little bit. I'll listen. Make sure that thing doesn't catch up to us.
Yeah.
So as you guys come up to this one, I'm assuming you do your stop, smell, listen thing.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody roll 2 purples except. No, let's start with the 2 purple. Everyone roll your 2 purple perception that's going to stop, listen, smell, etc.
Stop. Hey, what's that sound? I saw nothing. I got 2 advantage. So.
I failed and triumphed.
Wow.
I'm still worrying about like that color purple that I keep tasting, but my ears are ringing and I hear maybe something. I don't know what that is.
It's that.
How would you like to use your triumph?
We all get back all of our hit points.
He loses control of the camera drones and they get some fantastic footage of that waterfall.
If that's how you want to spend it, you can absolutely do that.
I definitely don't.
That's just me with my
So-
desire.
Everyone who made a check needs to make a discipline check. If you have 2 advantages, you can take a boost. I'll let you use the triumph to automatically pass it if that's how you want to spend it.
My discipline's real bad.
So is mine. I want to be in control of my wits.
Okay. So Dane and Crikey, please make me. I think it's going to be 2 purple.
Discipline, your mind is not. 1 failure, 1 threat. Holy shit.
Okay. Crikey just walks down the cavern.
No, bro.
Dane, how you?
Whoa.
I
Dane,
haven't
Dane just
managed
walks
to-
down the cavern. Hookers, you've been left all alone. They didn't even say anything. They just walked down there.
Yeah, I think I know what's happening though, because my triumph, like I put a lot of things together. I go into my crash survival kit that says 2 breath masks. So I put one on and I walk down the thing with the other one.
Okay. You find Dane and Crikey just sitting amongst these glowing green plants. There is this literal purple smoke spewing from the crevices in the rocks, like coming from the roots of the plant. And the whole room is filled with this purple fog that billows down the tunnel as well. And they're just sitting in here. Dane is literally waving his hand in front of his face back and forth.
Ooh,
Yeah,
it's one hell of a hot box.
I try to climb up on Crikey to help get his mask on his face.
Okay.
I taste purple too, man. Hey,
Yeah, we need.
you cheated.
Do you want to carry Dane back? I think this. I don't know what's going on here. I look up to make sure there's no spider.
There are no spiders on the ceiling.
Yeah, good, just in case. Yeah, let's.
Spores. Are they fucking with your brain, mate?
Not me, but that spider is. Oh no, still nothing up there. Yeah, let's get Dane out of here.
Right, so I grab Dane and we can get him out.
Okay. So for the remainder of the encounter, Dane and Crikey get +1 intelligence, but -1 to cunning. Your brain is working at an accelerated fashion, and you feel really intelligent, but it's also made you like ADHD to an extreme, to where like you can't really focus on things. So your perception is going to go down because your cunning is going to go down by 1.
All right.
That was one hell of a hot box in there.
Yeah, you were just staring at your
Back in
hand.
there.
Do you like want to? Do we have an aerosolized canister? Could we just go suck some of that up?
You can try to take some samples
Well,
of that
next
if you want.
time,
See, now he's all like, I want to huff.
I don't want to huff it. I just want to like have it and like throw it out and see if it'll stop a giant wolf thing that keeps chasing us.
What?
Huh? You didn't hear that thing howling after us?
Dude,
Did it howl like a
it.
wolf?
I do like that. Try to aerosolize that and use that as a deterrent and get somebody else to just... Because I really want to go back there. It was such a magical feeling, and if we can just create that magical feeling for anything that's trying to chase us.
I mean, you have a +1 it. You want to try to fabricate something to capture it with?
Yeah.
Maybe you could reverse one of these breath masks so it sucks in instead of like pushing out.
I was thinking more like
Just get a trash bag.
scavenger grog bottle.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So with a +1 int, basically you get a 1 extra. Like if you normally have 3 greens, you get 4 greens.
Okay.
And remember, you take a negative to your cunning. So if you normally get a 3 green perception, you'll get a 2 green perception.
Yep. Like, yeah, no. Yeah, let me finish up my scavenger draw because I've got a bottle to contain this with. For the breath mask.
What? I think we're getting distracted, mate. I think we're in this cave. We need to try to get out of here.
I feel like you're saying this, and Dana's got one of the breath masks fully disassembled and is trying to figure out how to mate
yeah.
the scavenger grog bottle to the breath mask.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, give it here.
Yeah.
And I get distracted too.
Yes,
man.
I know for a fact that I'm distracted here, but this is going to be awesome. There's definitely a way to capture all this. So, all right. You say is it just mechanics?
Yep, just we're gonna call it 2 purple mechanics.
All right. So worst case, I can't completely destroy your breath mask.
Here you can.
Haha.
You didn't though. You find a way to do all of the grog. You're like, quick guys, drink all your grog. You end up with 6 empty grog containers. The old guys are drunk as shit. Going down this tunnel with this little vacuum cleaner breath mask thing to fill them up.
It's gonna work. It's gonna be awesome.
One of you write down that you have 6 mason jars of nondescript purple gas that provides a +1 intellect and -1 cunning. Or never 1 that's terrible. Cunning.
Wow.
For the rest of the encounter. It's not that kind of podcast.
Oh man.
For the
Switches your gender just once.
hey, there was a belt of gender change in one of the campaigns. Yeah.
Oh man, we just put it on garbage and we don't say anything.
Right? Why is my voice so high pitched? So, one of you has 6 of these mason jars full of this gas, and it's, it'll make you think faster, but your attention span's really short.
Mr. Kizik, do you have that written down?
Yes, sir.
You know he
I
does.
trust you to do
I
these
do
things.
have written it down.
All right, you guys have a fork in the road ahead. These tunnels actually widen out a little bit, so 2 of you could stand shoulder to shoulder from here on out.
All right. I will take a look down the right side.
What's
And
the vibe? Can we do a vibe check?
Remember, your perceptions are slightly diminished. Still 2 purple
Yeah.
difficulty, though.
But I had 2 yellows, so now I have 1 yellow, right?
So you have
You
1
have
yellow
yellow
and green. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. Huh. Well, there you go.
looks like you've figured some stuff out.
Okay.
If it's just... Alright, yeah. Perception for me is 2 purples. And I don't think my tech is really going to do anything since he already triumphed.
So the ones looking down this aisle, first and foremost, this part of the cliff face is open to that same cavern with the waterfall in it. Like the wall is only like it's a very thin path that's carved through the wall, but like this side's open, you could fall off.
Okay.
That's not the most interesting thing. As Crikey looks down this path, he swears he can see like LED lights at the other end of this tunnel, all the way down at the other end. Like it's almost like there's a mechanical thing, something we're down on the other end. That's your triumph. The other side, Dane's down this aisle, and there's two things that you notice. You passed, right?
I had a success and 3 threats.
Ooh. Okay. So there's wind moving in this direction. There's airflow. And there's a sweet smell on the path that smells like flowers or something.
Hey guys, I hear some... I can feel a little bit of wind and it smells like flowers, so it smells like this might be the way out over on this side.
Smell like colitas.
What did you see, Crikey?
I'm already in trouble for smells. I've got to tell you guys, I think there's something like man-made down here at the end of this tunnel over here. I can see it just barely. There's like a pattern of green lights, like LEDs on like a panel way down there. This is a narrow path. You said that like up here we can stand 2 abreast, but then it's like a narrow path that's on a cliff, right?
Yeah, there's for this middle section here, it thins out because you can fall off the edge, but it'll widen back out on the other end.
I think that's the way to go. I mean, we're trying to make it through these caves, so maybe man-made stuff probably is not a good idea.
Or that's the X thing. Like, we don't know what kind of exo we're looking for.
I mean, it might lead to some Imperials.
But you can't know that from blinking LEDs.
Nah. You wanna go? Let's go down there and check.
Yeah, let's check it out. Plus, we get another shot of that awesome waterfall.
Oh,
Spiders! No, nothing above me. Hopefully.
I guess I'll...
Don't jump at me.
To have a spider drop onto your head and bite it. It's terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Alright, so right about there. Red or green, each person.
Red? No, wait. Red or green?
Oh, sorry, red or blue.
Blue?
Red.
Words are hard today. I had an energy drink and everything. Actually, I've had 3 of them today. It's probably part of the problem.
Did it give you 1 int and -1 cunning?
So something comes out of the pool with inhuman speed and just makes a beeline straight for the gap you guys are in. You can
No, thank you.
you
No.
can potentially get away from it and back into the tunnel, but you'll have to split up and leave the crate behind to do it. Like, the 2 guys in the front could probably jump to this end of the opening, and Dane could probably jump to the other end, but there's no way you could move the crate, and you'd be separated.
So if I were to, I could back up and pull the crate with me,
No.
or I would
If
just
you
leave the crate
if you try to pull the crate with you, you're gonna die. Well, you're gonna end up fighting it by yourself, which most likely will result in death. So I'm giving you a 10-second count to say this is what I do.
I am running.
Okay, Dane has run like a girl. Crikey.
Damn it. I'm gonna grab Hook and we're gonna go. I'm not even going to give you a choice. No, I can't take your agency away like that. What do you want to do, Hook?
We got 5 seconds left. We're both looking at each other, looking for the like shotgun, 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 and then you feel a push on your back as I jive for it as well.
All right, we run.
Okay. All right, now I got to roll a couple other things. Dane has made a pretty good sprint out of the way. You guys made a pretty good sprint out of the way. Let's just use chance dice. I like using chance dice. All right. So the thing, it impacts right behind where you guys were at. It sweeps this target crate, goes spinning off the edge, but it doesn't like crash and break. It just floats slowly to the ground right at the edge of the pool, hovering down there. And this creature, like it tries to come in, but it's too big to fit easily into where you're at. It looks like it probably could get in there, but it's like too smart to try to come in there where it can't maneuver. And then it comes back this way and it surges towards the edge, and Dane can see it that it's too smart, and then it just kind of backs up. It hasn't moved completely away, just kind of watching the area that's open here. You guys can see each other. You're definitely within like yelling distance, and say you're 30 yards away from each other. But in between the two of you is this open area of walkway, and this thing is just sitting out there watching.
Fuck.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit. I guess I could also have one of the mason jars of the purple gas. I'm like, I hold it up. I point to it as like, and try to gesture as like, do you think this creature is gonna fall for the?
No. You don't want to make it more smart.
Don't drink it. You're already under the effects, bro.
Yeah, I know, but remember how? Yes, we're smarter, and yes, we're less focused, but also prior to us having gas mask, we were just completely drawn to it. Maybe this thing will be drawn to the purple as well.
Remember the last time you tried to throw something? Yeah.
What's the ceiling look like in here?
You talking about in the tunnel or in the cavern?
It's specifically over top of the behemoth monster thing.
There, yeah, it's a cavern with full stalactites, stalagmites. I actually had models for some of them, but they didn't survive the pod catching getting turned off.
I would like to flip a destiny token for a big ass stalactite that I'm gonna shoot and hopefully drop it on that worm.
You may absolutely flip a destiny token for a stalactite.
The 2 purples to shoot a stalactite.
No, it's 1 purple to shoot a stalactite. Its question is, do you do enough damage to dislodge it?
Right. Probably not.
How much is that?
14?
Okay. And you, with your 2 advantage, you don't critical, I'm assuming.
That's not a crit, yeah.
Okay.
My 2 advantage is I talk to Hookroos and I'm like, shoot that one. And then I shoot it. Hookroos, this is the plan. Drop the stalactite.
You did 14?
I did.
Okay, hold on. To use a calculator. Not calendar, you idiot. Calculator. That thing.
It was a good idea.
I have a shotgun, and I aimed perfectly at it, and pellets hit rock because that's what would happen.
You still got birdshot loaded in that.
You gonna take a shot, or did you already roll?
I rolled 0-0.
Dane?
People have shot a stalactite.
Dane's sitting cross-legged, drinking from that mason jar.
Yeah.
I see other people shooting that stalactite, and I follow suit, and I'll shoot at it.
Okay. 1 purple.
And I take some time to aim. Hey, I hit something.
Excellent. How much damage is that?
That is 6 damage.
Okay. It cracks and hinges, but it's still hanging on a little bit. A couple of rocks fall and hit this thing. This thing turns and it roars at you. I'm just going to give it a quick intelligence check to see if it figures out what's going on. It's not super smart. It does. That's a 1 int. And I figured it out.
I gotta debate him.
So like it shuffles a little bit to the side, and yeah, I mean it's moved out of position ever so slightly because rocks fell on its head.
Damn. You're a smart little girl. Or what does he say about the raptors?
Clever girl, that's what he says.
Clever girl.
Right before she
That's what it
eats
is.
his ass.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna do it then.
No. Tell Dane to throw that stuff right on that X, right underneath of it.
The only way Dane could make that shot was if he ran out on the ledge.
Yeah, Dane, run out on the ledge.
I'll step closer to the ledge. As I get close-ish to the ledge, does this thing look at me and look like it's about to pounce?
Yes, 110%. It is. If you run out on the ledge, you're going to have to run from this thing as it attacks you.
Yes, I will not do that. I will throw.
There's
Well,
no
yeah,
there's no way. There's an NFL quarterback couldn't make that throw.
Okay, I will throw it to this general area with hopes that the purple gas will entice this thing to move towards it.
And then I should time it so that when it crosses this.
I'm not going to give you a roll for that because it's not going to work. But you can do it.
I figure that's better than me trying to, do something. I'm like, there's a chance that it'll work, but it's unlikely. I'm like, the other thing possibly is to walk out just far enough and then sprint back to make sure that.
That's a plan.
Yes, I will be the sacrificial lamb and step out, hope that
Use yourself
tries
as
to chase-
bait.
Yep, use myself as bait, hope that it chases me, and then run back in the tunnel. And
Okay, would you like to rely on your agility or your perception for this?
I would like to rely on a force token as well as my agility. They're both 2 green, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Do you have ranks in your coordination, or do you have ranks in perception?
I have ranks in neither.
Okay, well then yeah, you're right, it doesn't matter. I'll flip you another token. You're down to 1 light side token. Go ahead and upgrade your check once to go ahead and bait this thing in.
So that's, yep, I do get 1 green, 1 yellow. What sort of check is this?
It doesn't matter apparently.
Hmm.
So it's either coordination or perception, whichever's better. And it's
for
him. His intelligence is 1, so you're going to take a 1 purple check.
all right.
Hook.
Yeah.
All right.
As soon as that creature starts moving, and I'm gonna blast the stalactite.
So Dane hops out and does what? You wave your hands maniacally. You what do you say to it?
Caw.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes, Tookie Tookie.
Or I guess, or maybe I make some sort of generic slug.
Slug noise.
Oh, this thing isn't a Duracrete slug like you've ever seen before. This is some sort of mutant localized version that looks like it might have been what it started out as. Anyway, it moves directly over the X. Who's next?
Yeah.
Get it, shoot
Trigger?
it. Yeah, get him.
And that is 16 and a crit on the stalactite.
You didn't even need the crit, but yes, the stalactite finally unseats, and just it's like the sound of a sword being plunged through. Like it's actually super sharp, and it right from the top and pins it all the way to the ground, from the top all the way to the bottom. So there's giant like fountain of green blood just gouting out of this thing.
Shish kebab. Bean, you okay?
Yeah, I made it and managed not to shit my pants.
You
Alright,
sure?
mate.
Yeah, let's see what's in the door before we go try to get the thing off.
You don't think we should try to get the crate?
We gotta like pull it up 50 feet.
Yeah, mate.
Oh man! All right,
We've got
throw. Yeah. You use yourself as a big guy. Throw me down there. I'm gonna use you to.
I grab him and I throw him off.
Son of a gun! No!
Let's get some synthrope on you fast.
At least let me hit the water.
Oh my god. You're glad Gar's not here because Gar would have just thrown you off.
Yeah, absolutely would have. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, one of you knows how to climb. Like,
Yeah.
You've
I could
got-
probably get in there.
Oh, this is such a bad idea. You should tell me all of that. Yeah, nah. Like I'm super ready to go down there, and you just pull your claws out, and I go, "Oh, right, buddy. We'll stay up here with the rope. You go push it up, and we'll help pull it out. That's so much smarter."
Yeah. Let's get Dane over here. I'm
All right.
trying not to use my claws though. You can see that that's a conscious effort as I rappel down.
you know that's what you're allowed to use them for, right? Like they're for climbing.
I know.
I'm taking a
Did you-
break.
We can all take a quick break. It's 10 o'clock if you want to.
Yeah.
It's a good spot.
Yep, my dog's looking at me like she wants to go pee, and I've also slugged some water and coffee, so I need to go pee as well.
All right. Be you right back.
I have returned.
I'm on the call, but I'm not at my computer.
Yeah, I can hear the great outdoors. Stalactite was a good call.
I didn't see any other way to do that.
I'll be honest with you, I only planned a couple of different ways out. Although a big part of the plan I thought was going to be having Dane run back and forth as bait. So we totally did that part.
How else did you see it happening?
I figured you guys would just take cover along the edges and take pot shots at it. And then it would alternate between coming after Dane and coming after you guys.
Ah, yes.
It only had 33 hit points. That's, you know.
Oh yeah, that's not too bad.
If you guys, if you guys had Gar in the party, that's like 1.5 rounds.
He'd have to jump on it. You know, that's how he'd roll.
Yeah, then he wouldn't be able to hit anything.
I blew leaves all day, and it looks like I haven't done anything.
I didn't do shit yesterday or today except for listen to these books.
Nice.
I made a grocery.
You're falling down the hole.
I made a grocery trip today. That's it. Nothing else productive. I took Friday off. So I took it off so I could do my son's parent-teacher conferences. But that really only took an hour. And then I listened to the book.
Yeah, I bet uninterrupted you can get a lot of the book done.
Yeah, I went through 2 of them. This week. This week I went through 2 of them.
That's pretty good.
They're about 15 hours each.
Yeah. I like them. They're solid young adult.
I think that there are bits and pieces of them that are a little bit more mature, but I've also noticed that, like, there's definitely times when he's catered to a different audience.
Yeah.
But I don't know. When you read them back to back to back, the problem is that, like, I pick up on an author's writing style, and you can kind of predict, because of the way he does foreshadowing, the mechanisms he uses, you can predict things. I know I talked about this last time, but it's become so much easier to predict what's going to happen. Dane, you made it back yet?
Yep.
Gizik?
I'm here.
Excellent. So, crikey, well, all I really need to know is, you said you climbed down here. Is that all you did?
Yeah, so far. Just trying to climb down all safe like.
Okay. You're the only one with rope.
There's a rope in the cast survival kit. I see it now.
Okay.
I found it as I was pulling out the breath masks.
All right. So you've got a length of rope. We'll say it's, well, unless it says differently, it's 50 to 100 feet.
It's 50 meters of synth rope.
Oh, meters. That's plenty. Plenty of synth rope. So, I just want to make sure you guys had established that, because I didn't want the only rope to be at the bottom of the cliff.
Oh yeah, that'd be bad.
All right. So, crikey, you get down to the base of this thing. There's a little micro environment down here. Now that you're down here, there's like little creatures and stuff down here. There's obviously the corpse of the big slug. There's fish in this pool. Everything down here seems to be bioluminescent.
But it's real pretty down here. We should get some shots.
The drone is right over your shoulder. Oh, Oh man, aren't you glad that Gar's not here? That guy would have eaten so much stuff. He would have pooped like glowing green for the week.
Yeah, I kind of missed him. Maybe I should bring some of this back so that he can eat it.
There's fish down there in that pool. I really want to go fishing, but I think first things first, we need to make sure we get this crate out.
Yeah.
So I guess
I'm gonna tie the rope to a point on the crate, maybe like a handle.
I'm
Is
looking around.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm looking around the cave for like a good spot to tie the rope off to, so it's not us trying to pull it up. We have leverage to make it easier for us.
Yeah, it also floats, so I feel like as long as it's got something underneath of it, we're just kind of tugging it a little bit.
True. But it does have to make it up a good amount.
Yeah, when it comes here, do we have to turn it 90 degrees so that it tries to use the wall?
It just hovers off of the wall. Is that how it works?
And is there like a ramp-ish, or is it just a straight cliff? And did we lose Chris?
Oh, I'm sitting here talking to a muted mic, and I was getting tired of repeatedly telling you that yes, you're gonna have to pull its full weight up there, but it only pushes off the floor by a meter or so.
Right.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna turn it sideways. You guys have it attached to one end. I'm gonna climb up, get on the other side, and then we'll both pull evenly and try to get this thing up. You two on one side and me on the other.
How tall was the cliff, and how much rope do we have?
So it's 50 feet.
50 feet.
Yep.
So 50 meters of rope, so we can make the rope go rice, or I guess down, up. Yeah, we can have the pulley advantage.
You want to improvise a pulley? One
Yes.
purple mechanics check. It's a very simple device.
Wow. Can't pass a one purple even though I'm an extra intelligent.
You're not a mechanic. What are you trying to do with the... Oh, you're trying to make a circle thing? I can make a circle thing.
The circle thing.
The statch block.
But he got a 5 success.
Circle thing.
It's like,
Look, I made a circle.
this guy made a circle thing. This will make it much easier to pull.
Makes it out of a rock. The wheel.
Alright, everyone roll an athletics check. It's 2 purples to bring the thing up, but everybody gets to upgrade their check once because you're using a block and tackle style lift.
That's
So,
a yellow and a green.
No.
If I'm normally two greens.
Oh, yeah.
Or is it 3 greens?
If you've got... Yeah, upgrading is a yellow and a green if you normally got 2 greens. Someone failed but got a triumph.
No, that was just reading the dice pool before it was rolled.
So
It wasn't a real triumph.
apparently I've had 600 milligrams of caffeine. That's probably a lot.
Oof.
Woohoo! I actually passed it.
Nice.
I slipped. Dude, this thing is heavy.
We succeeded more than we failed. With
Yeah.
2 threats.
Sure did. It's like Hookroos goes to like, he's like, look, man, you just pull on it like this. And he built the thing, but he didn't pull on the right cable. He just falls over and you guys pull the crate and him up. You got it back up on the path.
Right. Should we go towards the door then?
Yeah, that was the whole point of coming down here. Let's check it out. What's behind door number 1?
Alright, hold on. Way too fast. I can't roll my dice for each intersection if you just blow past 3 of them at the same time.
I figured we were already past this one.
Okay. So you guys do walk past this one. And we're in the order we're in, so Crikey, roll me a perception check for listening.
Oh boy. But I take a negative.
Yes, because you're cunning thing. So you
Yep.
you take one away. It is going to be a 2 red and 1 purple check. Is that right?
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh boy.
Could have been
I didn't
worse.
hear nothing.
Could have been worse.
Could have been 3 despairs. Yeah. Wow.
Let's do its brawl attack. And you don't have any melee defense, right?
I do not.
There's suddenly like this sharp pain as something with claws buries its claws in your back.
Hate cats.
It's 6 damage and a critical, I believe. Yeah, critical. Pierce 2. 6 damage, pierce 2, critical.
Right. Well, I'll take 1 damage.
Ooh, also, it has lethal blows too, so you plus 20 to your critical roll.
Ouch.
Ooh,
Oh no.
that's going to be a 95.
Yeah.
You're going to need a new deck of cards. That's not the
Oops.
right one. And you hit the wrong button.
I sure did. That's a new button. I don't like that button.
I'll get it.
But I need a new deck.
Yeah. I put it over there next to the dice.
How about instead of spread, we search? There we go. At the brink, the target suffers 1 strain each time he performs an action.
Ooh,
Ouch.
that's rough. You are real hurt, bro. This thing really got you. It rakes its claws along your spine as it attacks and attempts to like drag you off the edge. You guys are now in combat. Who would like to go first?
I'll try to 10, 180, and put my back up against the wall and slam it up against the wall. Whap, whap.
Okay, give me a brawl check. It's going to be a 2 purple check.
Done this in real life before. To a cat. Fortunately, my brawl is. Ugh. Let's try this.
Don't forget
I
your
don't get any boosts or
don't forget
anything.
your Wookiee rage if you've been hurt.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
You do extra damage.
So if you check your character sheet, let's see what page it is. That one. Rage. When a Wookiee has suffered any wounds, he deals 1+ damage to brawl and melee attacks. When a Wookiee is critically injured, he instead deals +2 damage to brawl and medical attacks. So you do +2 damage.
Wow. Okay.
Because you are enraged. You have taken a critical.
So if it's just straight brawl, how much damage is that?
That's your strength plus your brawl skills. So-
Okay, so. Or my brawn, right?
Yeah, brawn plus
So 6 damage total.
that's with your plus. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Alright.
It should be 6 damage before you add your +2 for getting hurt. Because you have 3 for your strength, and then you have 2 because you've got 2 ranks in brawl, and then you have 1 for your success.
Oh, I didn't know about the ranks and brawl thing. Okay.
I did say that. Okay, so it's 8. You did.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, you hear distinct cracking and popping noises, and a loud, like, caterwaul as it releases your back and slumps to the ground. It is definitely alive, but you've really hurt it. Who wants to go next?
Uh,
Don't everybody jump at once.
Go for it, Dane.
I've got, well, the kitty cat is between Crikey and the wall.
It's slumped on the ground between Crikey and the wall, yeah.
Okay, so, alright, I guess I will take a shot at it then.
Okay, it's dark again, so you're going to take 2 setbacks.
I'm taking my full turn to aim. So it's purple, 2 blacks.
Let's see. If you are shooting it, it's 1 red. 2 purple, or 2 blacks. 1 red, 2 blacks.
Alright, let's see if I can not hit Crikey here.
You didn't hit Crikey. You didn't hit the thing either. Hookers.
Hookers is crawling underneath of the cart because we're... Oh, no, it's not double wide, so I'm just going to slide along beside it. See that it is on the ground right there. And,
Alright, same check as, Dane. It should be 1 red, 2 blacks. How much damage is that?
8.
I think that's going to do it. Let's see. Yep, that does it. So you unload on the thing just as it's rearing up and getting ready to attack Crikey again. You feel a little bit extra adrenaline because this thing's covered in Wookiee blood. It's probably the most graphic injury you've seen so far.
We've got enough space. We're going to pick that bad boy up, have Dane hop down from the crate, give him a nice kitty cat pillow, say lean down. This looks a little bit more advanced, but...
He's going to have to lay on his stomach.
Yeah, you got to be stomach first, because that's a deep cut.
It's a deep cut. You can see his spine.
It's a deep cut.
Is it all right?
Yeah. It's, stop wiggling so much. Just hug that kitty cat.
Hey, Kizik, blue or red?
Blue.
Oh, yeah. You get some amazing shots. So the camera drone clicks his flashlight on, providing you light so you can see to do mechanics by, which is really useful. And you're going to take a boost on your medicine check, but also you're going to get fantastic footage of this field medicine.
Is this one where I feel like I want to be as helpful as possible since I'm additional intelligence right now?
Yeah, you can provide an additional boost if you'd like.
Yeah.
Excellent. We do a combined check.
You can do a combined check if you want.
Dane's like, I watched a YouTube video about this.
About reattaching vertebrae. Because, oh my goodness, I see that one.
I mean, speaking of reattaching vertebrae, I mean, Graybeard, that's what he's having going on right now. It's very appropriate. Only you.
What the hell?
You feel no stress?
Well, that's good.
He's literally poking at your spine going, does that hurt? And every time you say no, he's like, oh, that must be good. And then you realize you can't feel your leg extremities at all.
Right? I can't feel that.
The video I watched was slightly different, but
Maybe it's the venom? The cat has venom, right?
Not anymore. You're completely cured of the venom. You still have your critical hit, though. And you didn't get any health back.
But I feel way less stressed about it.
You're not actively bleeding anymore, which I think is good. We happen to use the double-sided tape, so we need to actually see a doctor.
Right. Maybe we buy some stim packs.
Yeah, stim packs would have been a great choice at the beginning of this.
yeah, we'll We'll see if we can get some sponsorship stim packs once we get out of here.
Well, it's kind of our luck. We might find some stim packs right behind this door.
What's behind door number 1? Oh, let's stop and listen. Is this another cave?
Oof. Roll your 2 purple perception checks.
I'm listening real good.
Okay. You hear the chittering sound of insect feet.
Spiders! Spiders! Nope, not that way.
A lot bigger than the last ones.
Big spiders. Even scarier.
Right, I failed too.
Yep.
Which kind of makes sense. I'm laid over.
So you guys get to this giant metal security door. It's made out of the same stuff they make tank armor out of. It's got big giant locks on it. And it's got some pretty significant security on it.
Does it look imperial? Look ancient?
It does not look ancient. It definitely looks like it's current technology, but it does not have any imperial emblems on it. Also, it doesn't look like it's well past. Like there isn't a lot of signs of things moving to and from.
As I look through it, how intuitive
Would you like
would
to
be?
maybe do a perception to examine the door?
It's
I
a
was
button.
I was trying to push it into either mechanics or computers to try to be an intellect and not a perception check, but
You can. I mean, you're not gonna get the thing, but you can do that if you want. I mean, yeah. Whichever one you want to do, you can try that. There's no direct computer interface, but there is a little like panel on there, like a status panel.
okay. So two purple.
Would the status panel tell us how long it's been closed?
It might. We'll let him do his computer check. Go ahead and make it a 1 red, 1 purple. Okay.
Maybe something.
So the good news is that you can tell some basic information flipping through the status panel. The bad news is there's no way you can get access to it. Like, you can't change anything, you can just read.
All right, it's better than nothing.
Do we want to try to take it apart?
I'll just hit the button, see if it opens.
Oh, is there a button right there?
There's not an easy button.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, there's a status panel. This door did open and close once upon a time, but you're on the outside and it's not designed to be entered from this side. Like it's a utility door kind of deal.
There's no door controls on this side that I can shoot with the blaster?
No. I mean, you could shoot it all you want.
Yeah. How about this? Can we knock on it?
You can absolutely knock.
Tong, 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 as it echoes into the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
If you hold your ear up to it, there's I was going to make you do perception checks, but since nobody wants to roll a perception check...
I'll roll a perception check. Let me perception it. I love actually putting my ear to it. It's not an ear, more of like a flap that where an ear should be. 2 purples, 1 red, 1 purple.
Yep. Oh, no, sorry. It's just 1 purple. Because one of the things you're going to perceive is literally the writing on the door, and I feel like that's pretty... Yeah. Okay, so there's a sound of running machinery on the other side, and on the door it says Iker 4 Labs. It's ICOR-4 Labs. And the last thing you'll notice with your 4 advantage is that the door has been welded shut from the other side.
Yeah, I think. Oh, I think we're not getting through this door. It's not the way out.
Right.
The status panel, you asked how long it had been since it had been opened. It's been a year and a half since this has been opened. And as best you can tell, it was open during the construction of whatever that is, and then closed.
Okay.
Would anyone else like to do any other investigative stuff on this door before?
But there's still like machineries going on inside it.
Yep, there's definitely, there's power to the door, and there's the sound of machinery on the other side.
How far does the base go if I dig around the base of the door?
Well, you say dig, this is bedrock. You'd have to, blast in order to get through it. It's also a pretty significant security door.
You guys ever heard of Ica 4? Some sort of lab?
Is there something that I would have read up about Iker 4 being on the planet? Amongst all the legal crap that I read?
The legal crap, no, but anyone who wants to roll any kind of education roll about it, using either Outer Rim or Lore or Education,
I've got both of those.
and you can try to do those.
Yeah, I feel like I'm ultra smart. They're all the same. They're all the same roll. What difficulty?
It's 2 purple.
Apparently I know nothing. Can't roll for shit.
I don't remember it very well, but I've heard of Iker 4, but I don't remember what I've known from Iker 4.
How old is your character, Kizik?
30-ish. Not too old, not too young.
Okay. Crikey passed his check too, I'm assuming?
I did.
Okay, and Crikey's quite a bit older than that, I'm assuming, being a Wookiee.
Probably in my 40s, really?
Okay, so not that much older. Alright, so when you both were relatively young, when the Empire was first taking over this planet from the Old Republic and converting it into a game preserve rather than a wilderness reserve, there was a lot of back and forth about how basically the Ithorians have been running the planet trying to do their nature preserve thing, and the government was like, you're not doing an adequate job, and there was a lot of back and forth. And briefly during that time there were a bunch of different projects and companies, and one of them was Iker 4 Labs, and they were supposed to genetically engineer things that were going to fix the broken biosphere of the planet. They folded promptly after their creation, and it was a big scandal on the news. But they genetically engineered things.
I think I remember him in the news a little while back. I mean, quite a while back when I was more of a kid. I think they were making shit, like cloning maybe? Something scientific.
Oh,
Much better. You remember?
my mom used to tell me stories about how they were going to genetically engineer a whole bunch of things and try to save the dying ecosystem of the planet we're on.
Like laboratory meat? It's weird shit.
I was thinking more of a bioluminescent concrete worm. Maybe like this whole system that we're in. Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, they probably sealed this shut after they to keep that worm out, but now that worm is dead, so
Yeah, but they're also like still running stuff down there.
Wonder if there's another way in. We could check it out.
Yeah, we know where it is now. Have we left any rocks lately? We're gonna be lost.
it's just a straight shot.
Yeah, let me go ahead and put 2 rocks in.
Good idea, man. All right, let's get out of here.
I try not to see this black hand moving this bug towards me.
Hey, Dane.
Yeah,
Can I have perception check?
never.
It's
Insanity.
it's gonna be two. Sorry, one red, one purple. Does in fact have a stealth check. I'd have been really surprised if it didn't.
Hey, I figured something out for once.
So you turn around and you're like, shadows don't move. Shadows don't have glowing eyes. That's not a shadow. That's your inner monologue. What's your external monologue?
Put lead down range and shoot.
Okay. Let's see.
Eyeballs.
Yeah, give me one red ranged attack on it. 2 blacks for the darkness.
All right. I'm trying to think if I'm allowed to say that I'm aiming here.
You are. You got eyeball.
Flashlights or the glow rods up?
You do have glow rods, but nobody specified that they're using them. Also, he's going to quickly turn around on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that I see a shadow or something moving, I'm just like, ugh, and shooting. Stupid blacks. Well, that's the best I've gotten out of a yellow dice tonight.
There's red blaster fire that illuminates this mantis-looking beetle thing as it clambers down the hallway towards you. It's still, even though you're shooting at it, it's not sprinting towards you yet, but it's got these giant scythe claws in the front.
Hey guys, kill this thing before it kills me.
Go ahead, Hook.
Crikey. You would notice that this thing is very closely related to a creature that dwells in the Shadowlands of Kashyyyk. Like, this is similar. It's almost like it's a bioengineered version of a creature you're familiar with.
Huh. So what's it look like, really? What would it remind me of?
It really kind of looks like this. I can't remember the name of the creature, but basically there's a bunch of different like large insect style creatures down in the Shadowlands which are the base of the trees on Kashyyyk. I can't remember what the name of this one was, but this is it's not like a hugely dangerous predator. I mean, they could kill you if they caught you off guard, but like they're not even guaranteed to be hostile. This one might be. Looks like it is. It looks like it's definitely been bioengineered. The side things are new. But I just wanted you to know that you would kind of recognize its physiology a little bit.
And it shouldn't be here. All right. So I'm gonna grab my glow rod and turn it on, and then use the bowcaster and try to shoot it in the face.
Okie dokie. It's a 1 red check. If you despair, Dane might get to roll a new character.
Yeah, Dane, I liked you.
All right.
I did pretty well,
You
actually.
sure did. How much damage is that?
18.
18 total.
Yeah.
No pierce or anything?
No. It's 3 knockdown, but I don't think I got the 3 advantage.
Ah, it's so close. Okay. You shoot half this thing's face off. There's chitin that explodes, there's black blood, there's popped eyeballs, it screeches in agony and charges forward.
Then a second light pops on, and blessed right beside it.
How you want to use your 3 advantage?
I hit things. It's now messy. It's now dark, or it's now messy and it's now bright. I would like to. I can't knock it over. Actually, I can with 3 advantage, right? Even though I didn't hit it.
No, you have to hit in order to trigger knockdown. You have to hit in order to trigger any advantage effects.
Then I push it back? 3 shots and it takes a step back.
You can drive it back by a maneuver. You can give it setbacks if you
I'd
would
like
like.
to give it a setback.
Okay, we can do that. So some rocks spray in its face. It disorients it. You know, it's already it hits it heads its half face. You know. Okay. Bane got a shot. Everybody got a shot, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's gonna get its turn. It's one turn. It's probably not getting another one. But it's a pretty decent turn. Bane, you don't have any melee defense, right?
That is correct.
So it grabs you in these massive scythe arms. It does not do any damage whatsoever. It's trying very hard to like grab you and hold on to you, but half of its face is missing. It's in a bunch of pain, and you can actually wiggle free. If you wanted to, you could just drop on the ground beneath it. It's not being very effective about its one attack. It's players' turns again.
I will lay completely flat down and let Craigie destroy it as it's above me.
Sure, you don't want to take a shot? You might actually.
Yeah, you sure you want me to do it? You can go ahead and do it, man.
You might,
You're right. I will.
You might be able to get this one.
All right. I will shoot at it as I'm laying down beneath it.
Okay. Go ahead and make your 1 red check. God damn it.
I can't roll for shit.
Don't feel bad. That's my curse. All right. Well, how do you want to spend your 2 advantage?
Maneuver again so it doesn't fall on you.
Yes.
All right. Bane shimmies up and manages to get to the other side of the group without interrupting anyone.
Yeah.
Who just pulled the trigger?
Crikey did.
Okay.
It was,
It's dead.
lots of damage.
Yeah, it's dead. Its head evaporates. Black ichor sprays everywhere. They bleed yellow on Kashyyyk.
Hey, this is mighty weird. This kind of creature shouldn't belong here at all. It doesn't really look like this either. This must be something that they've changed. I wonder if everything in here is something they've changed. You said that before, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're here doing, is trying to genetically engineer things to, well, they said to save the planet. But if they made a thing that attacks, that's wild.
Right. Let's try to get this crate out of here. Can we take some of this bug? So we've got some evidence.
Sure.
We also have video evidence.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I guess we don't need this.
I guess last thing with the security door, there's no actual way to like put messages on the security door.
No, you don't have right privileges. You can only read.
Okay, so my thought of trying to say that we killed the slug, and they could potentially unweld the door.
Well, if like the slug was scary, what do you think about that giant spider scythe hands guy? Is there a spider on the ceiling? No, good. That's where all of Hooker's shots were right over its head. Like, no, there's gonna be another one.
More spiders.
That's why his flashlight wasn't on the thing, is he's got it pointed upward. Like, it's on the ceiling at all times. guys come past Pretty Tunnel again? You've already rolled for all these other ones.
Yeah, where did you say that fresh smell you smelt was?
Fresh smell was down this way.
Oh, we gotta make it all the way back there. Oh, look at the pretty waters. And you said there's fish down there? Dane, you said you wanted to go fishing?
I kind of want to go fishing, but I want to, again, just because I like fishing doesn't mean that we need to fish in the middle of this tunnel. We need to get the fuck out of this tunnel.
I think it makes good TV.
On your way back, you notice that this rock here is actually a giant pile of guano.
Whoa. That's a lot of shit.
Is it like beautiful rock guano?
It's got some very interesting textures to it. It's down in that cavern. There's a lot of wildlife. There's like a whole ecosystem down in that cavern. Alright, so as you guys come up here, let's see, you got Crikey in front. Crikey, you want to give me your sights, smells, and listens?
Still too purple?
Yes, sir.
All I can smell is my own blood from my back.
I'm right behind him, making sure his back is like looking at blood pooling on these bandages that we put there, going like, nope, it's okay. We're still listening real hard.
He's got fur, so as the bandages like unstick, all they're doing is like tangling up in his fur and pulling fur out.
Trying to decide, do I pat it back in or try to pull it off?
Yeah. I mean, you're starting to realize that if you want those bandages to stick properly, you're going to have to shave his back. So there's, for what you can't really tell, like, what's wet. You can see a little bit of green light coming from this tunnel, and that's where, some of the scents are coming from, but you're having a really hard time telling because, like, you smell green. Like, you're getting some interest between the gas you inhaled and the injuries you got. You're having a really hard time interpreting things.
I'm gonna reach into my backpack and put on my gas mask again, just in case. We got one good gas mask, and the other one has been reverse engineered to suck up gas and put it into grog jars.
Again, to this, can I go and change the gas mask to do what it's supposed to do again?
Sure, if you want to try to reverse engineer it again. I guess re-engineer it is the proper term.
Yeah, we want to go straight there, buddy. Make it past the glowing things. Light outside isn't green.
Alright, I guess I'm not re-engineering if we're keeping on moving.
Crikey, you want to give me another one of those checks?
Yeah, but it's not going to be great. Yeah, it's alright.
Okay. This path has got like roots of trees and shit in it, so you're definitely like you're going up. So like it's turning from stone to like really hardly packed dirt. And there's tree roots from the top. And there's like, roots and stuff you can trip on now, so you gotta watch your footing. You rolled advantage. You rolled threat.
Combined, we rolled advantage.
Okay. So you rolled advantage. You guys are going to have to be like, all right, we need to be more careful because, we're going to stub our toes and fall over and shit. And you're going to go down either of these paths? You said no on the green light. You don't like green light because it didn't come from outside. You're going to bypass this offshoot?
Is this offshoot going uphill?
All of these offshoots are going uphill. Everything from here forward is going uphill.
We're gonna roll a chance dice for if we're gonna go off.
You figure it out, Dane. He's a smart guy right now. Left or right? Oh, Crikey's going right. Catch up.
I'm gonna try to figure out what's in here.
All right,
Do I hear breathing?
you do. How deep in this are you going to get? There's no light in here other than from your flashlights, and you can vaguely see these wisping brown. They look like roots at first, but then they're moving.
What's the breathing like?
It's really hard to tell it is breathing, except for that it's rhythmic. It sounds like just wind blowing, but it's very rhythmic.
Look, I don't see any light in here. I don't know if this is the right way. Not getting near those tentacle root-looking things, though.
Dana, I hate to pick on you again, but the dice never lie.
Fucking.
Roll me a perception check. It's going to be a 3 red. You're probably going to fail it.
See if I can triple despair.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, it's any consolation. You got yourself a light side token back. So you see at the last second this tentacle thing that's wrapping itself around your feet. Like the roots that you're stepping over are actually these wispy tentacles. And you lift your foot up right at the second that it starts to grab you, and it bounces forward, like it pulling towards the pit in front. It snakes under Hukru's foot and starts dragging him into Crikey and both of them into the tunnel in front of you. And they get pulled into the actual pit. They both got a tentacle around their legs and they're being pulled in. All players get an action.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stop that.
Yeah. Remember when I said shotgun plus grog glass? We've got one grog glass left. Glass left. I'm gonna drop that into the abyss and shoot at it with a shotgun.
Okay, so this is full of the purple gas from earlier, or this has grog in it?
This is just grog. I'm hoping it catches fire
Okay.
and we run away heroically.
So I'm gonna help because it's got both of us. I'm gonna grab Hook, and then I'm gonna grab something to arrest our movement and keep us stationary.
Okay. Why don't you give me an athletics check first?
Okay.
We're gonna call it 3 purples. Are you using your claws?
No.
Okay. Okay.
My back.
Hookers, you can upgrade your check for your attack. He's holding you steady.
1 purple, 2 purples.
To just shoot the glass.
Yeah.
Do you want me to? Go ahead. Just roll it as 1 purple.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Yep.
So you chuck this thing, you pull out the shotgun, you one-hand the shotgun, hit this thing, and it explodes like a napalm flare and just douses everything in the room with liquid fire, except miraculously for you two. The thing screeches and the tentacles temporarily let you go, and if you want to, you can run down this hallway as quickly as you can. And by the time you get to Dane, you realize that all of these roots are tentacles, and they're all moving, and it's pissed.
Let's keep moving.
We're gonna
Okay.
run.
So you need to give me a coordination check to try to dodge these things as you're moving through, or you need to give me light ranged attacks to shoot these things out of your way as you run down this tunnel. I guess it could be heavy range attacks. Most of you are using rifles. But, you know, you either got to shoot them or you got to dodge them. One of the two.
All right, I'm gonna dodge.
I'm gonna shoot since one of these days I'll hit something.
Okay, so they're both they're 2 purple checks.
Okay.
See if I shoot my foot.
Right.
I hit something.
Oh shoot! You actually did hit something.
Yeah.
I'm shooting too. So I assume that Crikey is pushing the crate, just jumping and deep diving and watching, and
Yeah, exactly.
Dane and I are just wow, wow.
That's exactly what it is. You guys are coming down, and anything that moves, you're shooting like it's a shooting gallery until you get past all of the supposed roots, and then you realize as you get to the other side, those weren't roots. Duke told you this was a shortcut. One more tunnel.
Ooh, are we out yet?
Oh my god. Give me your perception checks for this last little offshoot, this last little tunnel that branches off.
I don't even hear anything. I'm too worried.
I didn't hear shit.
I'm now looking at the ceiling and the floor going like, spider, nope, fuck it, roots, nope, I don't know what to do.
I'm the only one
Dane's
that
got
perceives
us.
anything. I perceive something.
You perceive something. Okay. I'm debating what you're gonna perceive.
With threats.
How many threats?
2 threats, 2 success.
This little Nuna hop, hop, hop right in front of like you guys' flashlights. You guys have seen Nunas before. They're they're the chickens of the Star Wars universe. They're very common. And you like at first you see movement and everything you see, you're like, oh god, then you see a Nuna, you're like, oh, it's not so bad, and then chomp. It's this giant Nexu that barely fits in the cavern, swallows it up in one bite, and then stares you guys down over the top of the crate you're pushing.
Well, fuck.
Is there light behind it?
Yep. You can see the exit.
I grab one side of the crate and look over at Crikey and smile. See if we're just gonna push it out.
I was gonna eat that chicken. And I grab the other side of the crate and I start pushing and we have the crate in the middle of us, pushing it into the Nexu, trying to get out of here.
All right.
Just
I'm
shoot
going to
force.
reach underneath of it because Duke told us this thing can get boosted. I'm gonna try to find one of those things that he pushed.
Oh shit.
All right. Give me a mechanics check. 1 purple. This thing is 3 reds, by the way, for you to oppose its athletics.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dice. I didn't find it.
Okay. Crikey, take as much help as you want. It's 3 reds to push against this thing.
Oh.
I believe in you guys.
You're not gonna try to help push?
Is there enough space for me to help push? Or try to find the lever to operate it?
Yeah, there is, because I tripped and looked underneath of it and went, nope, it's not at the bottom.
Alright, so I guess he tripped, so yeah, I'll move forth and take the spot that you tripped from and get in and start pushing. Or I too will try to find the boost switch.
He's like, I'm gonna help push. Nah, no, I'm not. It's a Wookiee. He'll be fine.
I guess with Hooks' check, does that mean that I can't try to find the boost?
You could absolutely try to find the boost.
Okay.
I don't think you guys know what the boost does yet, but it's gonna be fantastic when you do.
Yeah, I want as much mechanical advantage as possible, so it's a mechanics check, 1 purple.
Mm-hmm. You find the magic red button. It's got a skull and crossbones on it.
Oh no. Hit that button.
With this, do I see the skull and crossbones before I push it, or do I just?
You have 2 advantages, so I'm going to help you a little bit. The repulsor's only push in one direction.
And do I see that it's pointing the wrong way, so I don't push it?
Well, think about what it does. Like, stop and think about it for a second. The repulsors only keep it off the ground.
Yeah.
You're in a tunnel.
It's going straight up, so I push it.
Okay, you push the button.
No, I said I don't push it.
Oh, okay. It's like, alright.
Nope.
Okay.
It's going straight to the roof, so I do not push it, and I just help the Wookiee push.
Alright, Crikey, give me your check. We'll assume that the 2 guys who have fondled around for the button do a little bit of help and give you a boost.
I push with all my might, but I just can't overcome a giant next to you.
So you...
5 advantage there.
Yep.
I'd like to not get bitten.
Okay. Yeah, you're pushing pretty. You're 5 advantage. You're in a position where it can't really grab you. You push the thing and it's building up a lot of speed. You feel like it's going to do something, and then when it gets to it, the Nexu just puts out one claw and it stops like it hit a brick wall. It's now the Nexu's turn.
It's genetically modified, guys. It's super strong.
You know what's really scary? Not this one.
Its breath shoots fire.
This one's stock standard. Okay, so well, first let me roll this magic dice right here and see which one. All right, Hookers, you're looking around for this switch.
I'm on the ground underneath of this cart.
Uh huh.
And a giant claw just reaches under and pulls me to my death.
Hopefully not that last part, but everything else, yes, exactly that. So its brawl is 2 greens and a yellow.
I've got 1 melee defense.
1 melee defense. And your automatic upgrade, because you are a player. The claw hits where your head, like you go to slide back underneath it to tell Crikey that you couldn't find the button, as the claw slices where your head was just a second ago. And you clink as it drags along the ground. And it growls.
Yeah. I lay back down in death's door and I'm gonna shoot its paws as it's looking underneath for me.
Alright. Take your shot. It is 1 red.
Oh, he gets knocked down.
Alright, well that would make sense if you shot his paw. How much damage is that?
10 damage.
That's a lot.
Crikey sees Hooker's face for a second, says, "Hey, the button's not down here. What was that?" Boom!
The Nexu slips because its paw's been shot and flops like Crikey can see it over the top, and then it flops down out of sight after the shotgun blast. Who's go next?
Dean, you want to go?
Yeah, I guess I'll. Do I have a clear path to shoot it, or is it
Sure.
hiding down behind?
You're laying on the ground underneath, looking at the big skull and crossbones button when all of this goes on. I imagine the most disorienting part of this is a shotgun just went off 3 inches from your ear.
Oh, the tinnitus.
Yeah. I guess I'll just go forth and Nope, I'm not gonna throw my. Not gonna throw the mason jar of purple gas. I'm just gonna shoot this stupid thing.
Yeah.
One red.
Yes. 1 red.
And I'm gonna take my whole turn to aim.
Do we? How'd you like to spend your 2 advantage?
I'm not in an incredibly compromised spot, am I?
I mean, yes and no. It's not going to get any special advantages to you, but it's not going to get any special disadvantages either.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Crikey's gonna have a boost for his shot.
Okay. Crikey, you can take that shot.
Yeah, does it look bloodied?
Its paw looks bloodied. Its paw looks like it's got a giant hole in it.
Alright. I'm gonna lean my front half of my body over the crate and shoot down over top of it, right
Okay.
into the top of its skull.
Go ahead and take your shot. It is 1 red.
Is leaning moving, or can I aim?
I'll let you aim.
Sweet.
Your leaning is part of your aiming. Alright, how much is that?
15.
Total?
15 total, yeah.
It's got 1 hit point left.
I
So
shoot it with a
you
net launcher.
you shoot it in the top of the head, and it reels back, and there's blood spraying, and you can see its spine, and you briefly think to yourself, "God, is that what my back looks like?"
Right.
And it's making mewling sounds, like backing towards the exit now because you're blocking the path to its den. It's very badly hurt. It looks like it might actually collapse of its own accord. And
Can I hit it with the net launcher?
let me. Technically, it's its turn.
Yeah. Run away, little kitty.
It does not run away. It also it weakly paws at you. It's now top of the round. Anyone can go.
Alright, now I hit it with the net launcher.
Is your intention to actually take this thing alive?
I'm gonna try, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and do a 2 purple attack.
Nice.
This isn't-
I think
it
it's
is.
a gunnery check, isn't it?
I don't know.
We're gonna play it off like it is.
I don't know where your card for.
I don't think I had a card for net launcher.
There is a card for the net launcher gun. It's absolutely a thing we had.
After I made it the other night? Or, God, weeks ago? Months ago?
Yeah, there's a card for it. I shall find it and provide it for you.
Okay. I will not roll yet. I think it's a gunnery check anyway.
I'm pretty sure it's gunnery as well. Net launchers and flares are gunnery.
I'm not as sure as you guys are. This might be one of those things that you guys remember that I don't.
Like we played this game for years.
We have played this game. That launcher is ranged heavy. Here's your card.
Oh, wow. Ranged heavy. That's even better. Ooh, the arena net gun.
So I'm not actually gonna use the way you would normally do this is you would make a ranged heavy attack and then it would take the damage and then you need 2 advantages to trigger and snare, but because it only has 1 hit point left, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's pretty easy. If you hit, you're gonna ensnare it.
Right. I won't take the boost. Let's do this.
It is ensnared. It is also on the brink of death.
All right, Nexu, we need you to put your head on this kitty cat pillow.
Put it up on-
Oh my goodness, that's what your spine looks like. Just a second, let me try to put it back together like I did the last time.
yeah, you did my spine pretty good. I think you can help me out here. We just need to stabilize it. It'd be even better if it couldn't feel like you did for me. I don't know if you did that on purpose.
It can't answer the "Can you feel that now?"
Right. Poke it. Does it growl?
It gets 2 hit points back.
And then breaks out of my net, kills me.
All right. You guys climb out onto the surface, onto a cave right next to the road, and there is a sail barge with your 2 companions on the other side of the checkpoint, waiting for you, being like, "What took you guys so long? We've been waiting here for like an hour."
No shit. It was crazy in there.
We
You guys
brought
got the easy job.
you a kitty. And everybody's happy.
Look, I have to imagine Gar would be like just tickled pink about that thing.
It is not for him.
You gotta make sure that Gar doesn't eat the kitty on the way back.
Oh, he doesn't want to eat it, I'm sure. I know him well enough to know exactly what he wants to do with it.
Yeah, he wants to ride it. This thing's gonna have a saddle on it.
Yeah.
I really want to like befriend it before he can, so that I bond with it and it will forever hate him. That would really chap his ass.
So the goal, like everybody's goal.
That's the goal.
Y'all pile onto the sail barge. I hope he's listening. You're gonna drive to the destination you're supposed to drop this container off on. Oh,
I feel like I've been walking for days.
that's what I forgot to do. So there's supposed to be a giant ship here. Let me see if I can throw something out here real quick.
A giant ship.
Yeah, a giant cargo ship. This'll work. That'll work perfectly. Just make it giant. In this field, Banthas have been moved. There's a giant cargo ship. And as you guys roll up, the first thing that Crikey is going to notice is that there are a ton of Wookiee children. Well, there's Wookiee adults too, but they're mostly Wookiee children being loaded up onto this ship. And
Loaded up how?
as in with their parent, well, with adults, like not slaves.
Okay.
In binders.
To each other.
Well, it's very clearly an operation the Empire wouldn't approve of because every one of them used to be slaves. And as you roll up and take your target crate off, it becomes really obvious from all the empty other crates that look just like it that as this cis lady you've dealt with in the past hits a few buttons, the carbonite package unpacks and 2 little Wookiee children are taken out by Wookiee adults who move them towards the transport.
Holy shit. I'm glad we didn't lose that crate, mate.
Yeah.
It could have been real bad.
So this is like, you guys weren't actually supposed to see all of this, but you're super late and you almost missed the transport, which would have been tragic. But, you know, considering that you're a Wookiee and you all are, I think we can all agree that we're not going to talk about this, because the Imperials would probably not approve.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, so if you guys need help in the future, this is my phone number. Give me a call. I'll help out anytime.
So this is like, I appreciate that, and we might need help from time to time, but unfortunately, this is the last of these shipments I'm going to be able to do. The prefect for the slave camp that was writing these children off as being killed in the mines has fallen under ISB investigation. So this was the last group of the kids we were going to be able to get out of that camp. But in the future, if we find another way to help, we will.
Yeah. I was gonna tell her about the cave and the way through it, but nah. It's not safe enough yet.
Absolutely, you don't want any kids going through that anyway.
Yeah, not at all.
Alright, so...
Argon, you son of a bitch, you did it. You smuggled nothing. We smuggled for you.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Where are the smugglers now?
Didn't he have a couple of friends that maybe we should have been trying to save?
That is actually a thing that I was going to have at... So, originally, before the cave and everything was a thing, I was going to have you guys raid a convoy to save his friends. But since he hasn't been... We're not doing that without him here. Although I half expect him to be like, yeah, we don't need to save them, because, you know, that's what he's done so far. And that's the end of the content I have for today, but if you guys want to do something, we have almost a full hour. If you guys have something...
Some stem packs.
You guys wanted to do some other stuff, you want to head back to your camp, or your home, you can actually go back to your studio.
Yeah, we should find a doctor. Also, I assume that Nexu ate the other kitty we had.
Yeah, the body.
I mean, unless you fed it to it hasn't eaten anything. I'm assuming you kept it ensnared in the net. Otherwise, this is going to be fun.
No, 100% it is wrapped up like a thunder shirt. And yeah, we'll take all this stuff back to the city. That's where a Nexu needs to be.
Hey man, there's no regulations saying you can't take it back to the city. It's just one of those things they didn't think they had to write down.
I'm not going to say anything to Gar about it, and I'm just going to wait for him to like open a door, and the Nexu's going to be on the other side of it.
Dane, you read all those regulations, right? It didn't say we couldn't capture anything.
As far as I remember, I may have
That's
to
a good
look back through
point.
some of the papers.
It does count as hunting, but you don't think anyone's gonna specify.
Can we say that we got it during our carte blanche?
You
time?
can say whatever you want. The thing is that the part that you asked specifically was, could you bring it in the city? And the answer is yes.
Good.
So
Just gonna put it next to Gar's bed.
Yeah. So also in addition to some gigantic heavy weather stuff from the Hoth face.
oh yeah, talk about your merchandising options.
So yeah, I also got us a nice grill. So my thought was since we are doing trying to create a show for hunting and everything else, we could go out hunt, and then at the end of the episode would be us up on the roof of this place just grilling and eating everything. So we have this really high quality grill that I know Gar's never going to want to use because he wants to eat everything raw. Definitely got us all the stuff from the Hoth face for some cold weather gear. Not that Crikey's ever going to need it.
Well, that's very kind of you. You shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, so we now have a high quality Kadu egg grill.
Oh, look at the little feet on that. That's cute.
Yeah. Definitely didn't steal that from Big Green Egg at all. And try to do some amount of artwork. So we got something to grill all of our food on. I guess the only food we got from this excursion was the little kitty.
Nah, I got one of them chickens.
No, that big Nexu ate that chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pulled it out of his mouth?
No, I didn't pull that.
That was part of the surgery. I was fixing its spine, and you were just pulling things from its guts.
How did it get here then?
Oh.
It's a mystery chicken. Maybe Argon brought it back.
That's his best friend.
Oh, right.
That's who he recovered from the Imperials.
And I guess the other stuff that I was attempting to search for before I hitched a ride with the stormtroopers. Yeah, the stuff I was trying to find was a place to sponsor and provide some amount of weapons or firearms. I know I was looking for a crossbow since I used to enjoy bow hunting before being brought on this thing.
Well, let's go to the store then. There's all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I guess yeah we can go to the store. We can see what sort of pitch we can break up now that I've got some of the hunters to be like, hey, we're creating a hunting show and we'd love to have your sponsorship. Wouldn't it be awesome for you guys to have us on camera say, hey, check out this awesome new weapon I got from you guys. It'd be better than me just pitching it by myself. I've got a few of the actors that are performing the hunting.
I don't know if it's safe to call us actors. We kind of live it, you know.
True. This is,
Experienced.
I guess, yeah. Actor was a poor word. I guess it's more more of the hunter. Or yeah, you guys are just hunters with me. I'm more of a voice than a hunter, especially given how shitty I've rolled.
Nah, you did all right, mate. I mean, it's scary in there, in a cave like that with, craziness all around. I think you did all right. You held yourself up.
Yeah,
First time.
I don't need to buy a new pair of pants.
You did scream a lot.
I was going to tell you that shitting yourself is an incidental.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, now I can probably use all of my actual skills of, whether it be the, yeah, like nobody's fool. Upgrade difficulty of incoming charm, coercion, or deception checks. If I get into a, Alright, so are we going out to...
Yeah, I was trying to find where
I guess probably a couple of questions are, in the time that they went out on their first hunt without me, and I said I was going into town to try to find sponsors. I'm assuming I was at least smart enough to be able to use the local Google or whatever to find places that sell weapons, right?
I guess you missed the episode where I told you that there are all sorts of shops. Like, there's a weapons store right here, and there's another store here. Like, there's stores here if you... This district has at least 6 shops in it.
Okay, so...
I mean, there's one here, the blaster store, and then there's another one here that has a store, and there's another one here that has a store, and there's another... Yeah, they're around.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it was as well put together when we first showed up. I just know that we have this spot here held up by Kenny G. Okay, so yeah. I guess I've taken some time to talk to each of the people and say, hey, we're putting together a hunting show, and we're trying to, as you can see the cameras around here, part of it is talking to the camera saying, hey, here's what we're doing, and
well, they've definitely already done the negotiate with the Zerka dealer part. I very distinctly remember they worked out a discount with the Zerka people.
Okay.
So you kind of have an official sponsor for your weapons from them.
All right, so we do have the Zerka sponsorship.
I believe you were off IRL getting married or some dumb crap like that, Something that was totally not as important as being here playing tabletop when that happened.
Yeah, right.
But one of the weekends I missed was I was drinking pretty heavily at the lake. The other weekend was getting married.
Well, getting drunk at the lake, that's okay.
Also related to marriage, right?
It was slightly marriage related. It's like, yeah, if you're gonna have a bachelor party in your mid-30s.
Look at someone buying all the stim packs. How many stim packs you guys want?
I want 5.
There you go.
Thank you.
There's plenty tucked over here in a corner. Take as many as you need.
How much can we sell? Like, is the Surzer dealer looking to buy? Or would that be more
Weapons?
Sheila?
If you're trying to sell, so the problem is that if you're trying to sell the meat and the hides and stuff,
I got a bunch of gear.
if you got gear, you can probably sell that to people. Yeah. Is this the gear you're looking to sell?
Do you guys want a flight wingsuit or shock boots?
Dock boots? They probably won't fit me.
No.
You could pick them up and use them.
You can pick them up and beat people with a boot.
I could possibly use the shock boots. I don't have any other close-up stuff. I just have my blaster.
Yes.
Pretty cool for you.
So roll a negotiate. The vendors you want to sell. If you're selling to the Zerka vendor, he will buy weapons. So your negotiate's only a 1 purple. If you're trying to sell armor, you're going to want to sell that to the outfitter. If you try to sell to people who aren't the appropriate vendor, then you're going to have an increased difficulty.
Do you want the shock boots before I sell them? Mr. Dane?
Yes, I would like the shock boots, please.
And can I have 1,250 credits?
Maybe I should help you sell those. I'm trying to remember how much. I definitely don't have. I don't believe I have that much on me, and I forget. I did not write down how much money we still had left. I think.
I gave you a special card for it. You didn't write it down.
There's a black card and then a gold card, and I apparently didn't write anything
Yeah,
down.
the black card was supposed to have your amount that you still had left. I'll have to go back and review the old notes and footage that you were supposed to be keeping track of that on that card.
Oh. As I'm trying to find other stuff that I've written down. Also, I started to pack stuff up for moving, so some of my old notes are in weird spots. You know what? Why don't I help you sell those shock boots? I don't need it. I don't need shock boots. I can get by without stuff.
I don't think any of you guys are using your cards.
I'm using my cards.
Oh, wait, nope, yep, Kizik used his. And Gar used his. It's just the people on this side of the fence that are being bad.
What? I just didn't have any money in it.
Oh, you just didn't have any money. I guess that's
Yeah,
fair.
I have 0 money. That's
Wow.
why that's blank.
You spent all your starting money?
Yeah, I have nothing.
Wow. That's actually really efficient.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you more money. You're helping me. Do you have more than a 2 yellow check and negotiation?
Negotiate. My negotiate is 2 yellow and a green, plus I also have the supporting evidence, so when assisting an ally with charm, deception, leadership, or negotiate, add an automatic advantage per rank of supporting evidence. So I have 1 rank of supporting evidence.
We don't need to blackmail this lady. She's pretty nice. But if you've got that extra one, cool.
So we'll get at least 1 advantage.
Excellent.
4 success, 4 advantage.
So you're going to get 90% of the value of each of these items, as long as you sell them to the appropriate vendor. Ooh, Vibro Sword.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
that's-
thinking about buying these, but I've got to figure out how much I can sell stuff for.
I've got a vibro machete if you want.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take the vibro machete. I just really liked the idea of a Wookiee with this massive, like, 2-handed sword. I would shit my pants seeing something like that run at me.
If you find a vibro chainsaw,
And is this the only grenade? This is the only one that I've found so far. Has anybody found any other grenades?
if you want grenades, you can totally order some. But I asked the guy. They've got to be legal in order to be sold. Is your biggest problem?
Oh, are frag grenades illegal?
Almost all grenades.
Damn.
There like are some. I think stun grenades are legal.
EMP grenades then too.
It depends on whether or not it has restricted next to it. So a C10 stun grenade is legal. A C22 frag grenade might be legal. That looks like it's legal, so those are legal. Thermal detonators are very illegal.
Okay.
So you
That makes sense.
interested in frag grenades?
Yes, I would like a couple frags.
So who do you approach for the frag grenades?
I think I'm gonna approach the hunt. No, this guy over here, the Zerka merchant.
Okay.
Do you need things sold? Like, we're on a selling spree right now.
Yeah,
Making deals.
convincing people that what we have is worth buying.
He keeps, like, referencing a weird thing where I'm pretty sure he's threatening somebody, but I don't know if it's threatening or not.
Who?
It's not threatening. It's just
Okay.
some legal jargon.
He's got some supporting evidence. Like, no. This is equally illegal. This is definitely not illegal. You should definitely just buy it right now.
Again, if you throw enough legal jargon at people, they get a little confused and then they make bad decisions.
How much would the Zerka merchant, would he be interested in a live Nexu?
We haven't tried to sell any, like, live creatures. Who wanted something, though? We had a guy.
Jed wanted stuff?
Jeb like information. Cusmed, we met him that one time. He likes selling drugs. Yeah, I don't know if we ever. I don't remember who the guy that wanted creatures. We could try to smuggle it off planet and give it to our hut guy, Hut Farzar. He would just eat it, though. I don't know how sad that would make everybody.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'll just scare Garb with it. I think that'll be the best thing.
So you call up your Zerka contact and you say, "Hey, what about grenades?" And he's like, "I can get some. Come over and have a look."
Oh, excellent. I'm gonna head on over there. He also had, these were in his normal kiosk. The flex.
I put the new ones in the kiosk.
Oh, okay, excellent. Yeah.
You guys got anything else you need to sell?
We just made 34.20 off of selling things. Trying to figure out a to split that. Do we have any pelts? We've got a big old horn to sell. We need to find a shady guy that likes to buy trophies.
On this planet, that's actually not like very profitable. But if you can smuggle them off-world without paying on the extremely expensive tariffs, if only you had a smuggler in the party, right? You can make a shit ton of money off stuff like that. Like off-world, that's like 10,000 credits, but on the world, it's like 100 credits. Like it's a ridiculous difference.
All of this costs 220. So whatever money you give me, I gotta subtract 220 from it.
Alright, feel like
How many episodes do you think you have worth of video footage cut?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Have we made any money off the show yet?
You haven't published the show yet.
yeah.
We have 3 episodes, and we could probably slice together a 4th real quick. Just the 3 of us being in the caves.
Well, yeah, let's put that out. Do you need help? I can edit stuff.
You're like a technical editor. We need you to do the voiceovers, 100%. I'm on you with that.
Voiceover will
Right,
definitely
okay.
help. So what you can do is he can roll
It's a
him.
charm roll.
Yeah, you can roll it as charm if you want, or you can roll it as like education, or one of your like you're the subject matter expert. You don't necessarily have to be charming as the host.
Yeah, roll a lore roll. Like, tell us a story, please.
Or xenology. Xenology
Oh,
fits
yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
Tell us all about the creatures you're destroying.
All right. What's the difficulty here?
Oh, there isn't one. You're just adding your. So basically, the way what he's doing is he's cutting these together to make a final check. Everything you give him gives him extra boost dice towards the end.
Yeah, sir. I went and I spoke in your can.
One success,
It's
3
sounded pretty
advantage. It was technically accurate.
Right.
I tried to sound like David Attenborough. Couldn't pull it off.
Hey, you did well enough. You gave us some good insight.
Penguins was too difficult. He kept saying penguins.
Penguins? Penguins. Damn little beds.
So,
So, who do we send that to?
well, so originally you guys weren't going to publish it until you had enough episodes ready for the first season. However, if you find yourself hurting for money, you can always try to release the episodes as you go. But then I get to introduce this mechanic, this obligation that you have to have episodes by certain deadlines. I think this is something that only me and Kizik talked about. That's why I don't think everybody was in on that conversation.
How does this work? Can I put this on the Nexu?
It certainly looks like a Nexu in the picture, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Yeah, I think that it has pretty decent directions on it on how to use it.
Yeah,
Had lots of words there.
Yeah. It's expensive.
it is.
It's more than a third of your net income for the group.
Yeah, so I think we got most of this loot as everybody. So I'm splitting it 6 ways. Everybody gets 570, and I take 570 and add it to the group.
Well, don't have enough for that then.
Yeah, this the one heavy blaster pistol I pulled up was one of the things I was looking at.
Did you need a
I've
blaster
never been
pistol?
So rich.
I was trying to upgrade mine because mine is just the most generic of blaster pistols out there.
Mhm.
I also like on here special text, short, compact, and loud. Blah blah blah. All right. So yeah, I guess. Yeah, I will trade in my blaster pistol for this new one here. And I guess that's a net of. It's
Get 90% on your sales, so keep that in mind.
yep. So I get an extra 90.
So you guys are making your sales, you're back in town, like there's the people that you've met along the way, you know, some of them are pretty happy to see you and talk to you, and as you guys are talking about your adventures in the cave and you've got this Nexu, a young Moncal man knocks on your door as you guys are doing your business and says, "Hey, I heard you guys are hunters, and I have a business interest out in the wilds that has been having some issues with Nexu. You seem to know how to handle them, so I'm gonna leave my card with you. I might be able to attain you a license to hunt Nexu. Specifically, if you would be interested in doing a little bit of side work for me."
That sounds pretty good, actually.
If you're interested, I definitely have some. I've got some convoys that go back and forth doing various their work and far sites and research, and they're just not well suited to the terrain they're going through. And the Nexu have been picking people off of the convoy, which makes it really hard to hire people. Nobody wants to get eaten. So,
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Huh?
What's his name?
stumped by hard questions like, what's his name?
Is his name Drom Midari?
No.
The Moncow?
His name.
Yeah. I hear you have business interests. I specialize in dealing with business interests.
Name is Rural Justice. It is spelled RURLJOSHCIS.
JOST at what?
CIS. JOSHCIS.
Joshkis?
And by way easier.
Rural Justice.
Rural Justice. He's the sheriff around those parts.
There you go. Now has token.
So, this Nexu hunting, would you consider it a trap by any means?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So
Seems like an incredible stereotype. What could you possibly be talking about? That quote hasn't even happened yet.
Oh. So you're not luring us into a trap, is what you're saying.
I mean, it seems like what one of my buddies was yelling as he was going through that canyon full of the Nexu. I mean, there might be a few details that I may have failed to mention about these Nexu, but you guys are hunters. You can totally handle it.
You just mentioned there's a canyon. You want to mention anything else about these things?
You mentioned a canyon, and you mentioned some weird stuff about Nexu. What about the Nexu that you're talking about is different from this one that we've got already roped up?
I mean, there's only very minor differences. Armor tip cybernetics and stuff like that. Not a big deal.
Armored.
What?
Again, I'm gonna need you to explain the minor. You said armor tipped.
It's totally something you can handle. It's going to make great footage for your show.
Where did these Nexu come from? Why are they cybernetically enhanced?
No idea. Just trying to get convoys through the canyon.
Can you go around the canyon?
I mean, we could, but it'd take a lot longer. I'll pay you.
So when you say they're cybernetically enhanced, that means there's a possibility of hacking into the cybernetic enhancements and making them stop?
You love that spine. We've seen so many spines today.
We have. Again, we can either attempt to overpower the cybernetics, or if we can just get into the electronics and have them fry.
I've got a ion grenade.
I am the GM, and I support this plan.
Does EMP work on these things?
All right, Nexu, we need you to put your head on this kitty cat pillow. Just lay perfectly still. All right, Dane, you need to huff some of that purple gas before you start the surgery.
So, funny story, there are actually rules in Edge of the Empire about ion weapons being used on cybernetics. Since you asked about EMPs.
Does one work and the other doesn't?
Well, EMPs aren't really a thing in Star Wars. That's what ion weapons are. So,
Oh,
gotta remember, 19,
one of these
19,
stores,
19 yeah, I know, but it's 1970s version of the future versus people making cards on their own games. So
okay,
it's
I'm tracking now.
they are the same thing.
Also, crikey, do you need $1,200 for a thing?
Nah, mate, I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, like, this chemical restraint harness, yeah, it's perfect for the creature we got, but it says that it's only should be done on a wild animal as a temporary fix and should only be done in emergencies. I want to try to train it the proper way with a restraining bolt. No, just kidding.
As you cock your boltcaster.
Yeah. But this is pretty cool. It's a vet kit. It might work on the Nexu as well as me and Ga. Because I'm kind of hairy.
It's because you have fur, so it's automatically gonna work.
Yeah. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
It is kind of bulky, though.
Datapad with specialized knowledge on many well-known beasts.
I'm a pretty well-known beast.
Wow, that thing is bulky as I'll get up.
I think this is pretty cool, too.
Yeah, that jetpack is pretty awesome.
I would love to fly around. I think that would be sweet.
I definitely understand you there, Craig. Yeah, who the fuck doesn't want to fly?
Considering your roles and how instantly you can gib yourself, that, you know, that may be a lack of imagination on your part.
Like, yeah, no, again, that price tag is looking pretty rough.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
As I think, I'm trying to remember, you said we started with, I'll have to go back and see how much money we actually had. But I thought we were somewhere under $9,000 or under 9,000 credits.
I right now am at 13,683 for the group. If I'm counting more beans than you, mister, I'll be a little bit upset.
I have 350 credits.
I total have 1,000 credits. Actually, no, I total have 2,000 credits, but I'm saving up for a sniper rifle, and I think I'm going to cash in my shotgun for a sniper rifle.
Is this
Oh, you,
is this
do you want
is,
this hunting blaster?
is this Hut Cartel Black Card where you're keeping track of the group?
No, I have that exclusively on a text pad that's in my thing. Should I keep it somewhere else? That Hut Cartel Black Card we found in a den, and I actually had questions about. How am I going to cash that?
Oh, you have to get someone to slice the bank account who's of a less than shady persuasion and get them to transfer credits. So you need a streetwise check to find someone who can skim the credits off the card. Also, Bane, go ahead and count whatever amount he has as the amount, unless you come back and find something definitively different.
Okay, so you said 1, 3...
136. Actually, it's going to be 11283 because now that you're asking questions, I quickly took 2,400 off of it.
What's this bag that's just sitting here on the edge? Got stuff in it.
My money bag.
Oh, this one.
It's got a breathing mask, heavy clothing, bourbon juice, some
Where
bloodstone.
did that come from?
It's just sitting here on the edge of this thing.
Was that something that I had from the first session? It's
Maybe.
been almost 2 months, so I'm like, what? I'm definitely forgetting stuff.
The
from
table
first
could have exploded, and it could have thrown a loot bag too.
Yeah, there's some bourbon juice. Some
Anyway.
shits.
Go ahead and keep track of that. Also, you want to roll a streetwise check, or have someone roll a streetwise check? Get someone to skim these credits right before we wrap up for the evening.
Yeah, I guess I will roll the streetwise check. Let me see if I have
Talking
any
to
other.
Kizik, but you can roll it if you want.
I guess my plausible deniability might not actually work for this.
You said it's 2 purple?
Yeah.
Does my history as a bartender and meeting everybody give me any boost?
Sure, take 2 boosts.
Found a guy.
Sure did. He's gonna charge you a flat rate of 300 credits per skim. Anytime you bring
I get
him,
my crit taken care of.
Yeah, we need to find a doctor too.
Yeah.
one of these offices is gonna end up being a doctor's office if they aren't already, and I don't think they are. So basically, for every purple on your critical, every purple on the critical is 100 credits and a day to recover. So if it's a
3 days.
so it's 3 days and 100 credits a day, and you'll be in a back to tank for that.
I have 50 credits left.
I'm trying to get you some more money. Just a second.
It sounds like there's something the group should probably pay for.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, I'm all for having Crikey as healthy as possible. That was 200 credits that I had.
I thought I replaced all the little square ones. Where do these little square ones keep coming from?
They came from my little tray over here,
I got some
Where I
out of a
started with.
bag.
and then I
Loot
started
bag.
moving them.
So,
But yeah,
alright, so 1, 2, 3, 5 of the 20s.
Does my slicer guy have a name?
Slice.
He will when I'm done.
He just goes by the nomenclature of Kanife.
Kanife.
like,
Hacker name. Hacker names?
It's
Brent.
going to start with an X.
Brent is his name. And he is... He's a mechanist dude. I can't remember what the name of the species is. It's going to come up here too. Give him his name. Go. Putting him in the right next to the bar. What'd I say? 300 credits?
300.
So he can do a credit skim, and he's got to roll against
He doesn't.
a hack.
So he doesn't actually roll against anything. You bring him a card, one of these cards that has money on it, and you subtract 300 credits from that amount, and you get that amount, and you turn the card in.
Ah.
Yep.
Wow.
All the rolls have already been done for him.
so the
Yeah, take that black card, pay 300.
I'm assuming Kizik is already doing that.
I'm doing math. Sorry.
That one doesn't have any money on it. That one was that was the one that all of your money is supposed to be on for your account. This is the one Dane is supposed to be using to keep track of everything. Don't get rid of that one.
okay, never mind then.
Because basically all you do at that point is get rid of 300 credits.
Whoops. Alright, so I'm keeping that one.
Yes, you should right-click on this one, go in the description, and add the amount of credits that you guys are supposed to have. The Gold Clan is your personal card. It is for you.
Everybody else gets another 714 credits.
What?
Are we done with this card in the middle? Can it go in the trash can?
Yes.
And then I'm guessing amongst all of my trips prior to get either the Hoth face stuff or the Kadu egg to grill all of our meat, did that get any extra money, or is that just getting us gear?
That will get you extra money. They did provide you with upfront gear. So let me ask you about that, because you weren't here to roll your negotiate check. Would you like to roll and negotiate to get your forward on the money? Or would you like more money on the back end of it? So it'll be almost twice as profitable if you can wait until the show launches to get your money. But also that makes you wait until the show launches, which might be the end of the campaign for all you know.
Yeah. I will roll for all the gear. That'll be the upfront for the Kadu egg. I'll say that I'll wait for the Kadu egg stuff.
Okay, so we're gonna split it and do both. Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll it to a purple negotiate.
Right. See if there's any other.
So each success is 5,000 credits of forward.
Also, supporting evidence is only when assisting an ally. I'm not assisting myself. Everything else is coercion and deception. All right.
All right, you get 5,000 credits to add to the group fund.
All right.
He just pockets that.
I mean, earlier he did by accident just pocket the entire group fund. It was hilarious.
Yep. I was trying to figure out all the mechanics. All right, so that was okay. So that's the first check, and I guess this is the second check for the back end for the Kadu egg.
No, don't worry about the back end.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be big money at the end.
So I did find 3,000 credits. I'm buying the Model 38 sniper rifle.
Ooh.
I thought I gave you where to go. Oh, it's over here. This was supposed to go here. This was supposed to go. Okay.
You said that was going to be that's got to be custom built to me. Is that a thing that I can have now, or are we going to have a week? I guess we need at least 3 days while what's his face is in the back to tank.
Yeah, somebody's regrowing a spine. You can if you can afford to get all the stuff done, you can absolutely get the gun fitted to you. The cost of purchasing the gun includes its first fitting. Okay. All credits are sorted. We did all the shopping. We did all the sorting of you got your next plot hook for your next thing.
I have the 1,000 Imperial credit shit.
Just fell off a bus.
Oh, hey, what do you know? I got some extra credits. To go with my light amount of credits.
All right. And I think that's where we're going to call the stream for today.
Nice work, guys.